This is Crowding the Fantasy League, and today on the show, we've got Adam, we've got Thomas, and we've got myself, Matthew, and we are going to be running through quickly Fantasy A&E, the waiver wire pickups, which we had success last week, so don't want to toot my own horn too much. Then quick weekly recap from last week: the locks, the upsets, how our little game went, our wheel game went. And then we'll get into the start-sit dilemmas if anybody has any of those.
Mm-hmm.
The power rankings, matchup discussions, and the locks and upsets. And then finish with the bowl predictions.
Perfect.
Yeah. Got a lot planned, a lot to get through, and we're going to try to get through it quickly.
We'll do this.
I actually have a really good fancy dilemma, but it's going to make people hate me.
Oh, okay. Because it's like, I've got two amazing players.
I've got like 5 amazing players, 4 spots to put them in. Who do I put where?
It was like that guy who sent through one into the comments last week, where it was like, I've got these 7 amazing players, pick 5 of them. I was like, any
of them on. Yeah. Any, meeny, miny, mo at that point.
Bench Rashee Rice, but apart from that, we don't care.
Which was a good call.
Decent call. Mm-hmm. Decent call. Yes, Fantasy A&E, Thomas.
All right, Fantasy A&E. Actually, a load happened in the NFL this week. All right, so Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Penix knee did not return against the Panthers after exiting in the third quarter, and wide receiver Drake London was ruled out in overtime with a knee injury. This is an interesting one. Buffalo Bills wide receiver Keon Coleman, he was healthy, but he was actually excluded from the game due to disciplinary reasons.
Yeah. So he missed a Friday meeting.
Missed a Friday meeting. I mean, like, if you're getting paid millions, show up to a meeting on time. It's not that hard.
It's not a good sign for a second-year player. It's not a good sign.
What are you going to do? Blame traffic? Wide receiver Mecole Hardman calf was ruled out in the second half. Cleveland Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel was ruled out after undergoing an evaluation for a concussion against Baltimore, and then Deion Sanders was thrown in.
Deion Sanders,
or what's his name?
Shadur Sanders.
Yeah,
that would have been a turn for the Bucks.
He was thrown in, and he did not have a good game.
No, it was a terrible end.
But like, to be fair, we'll talk about it later. But I saw bright sparks there. I was like,
did you 17 quarterback rating?
Yeah. Do you know
4 of 16 completions, 1 interception? Where was the bright spark?
Do you know there was only there's only 5 quarterback or like 5 games that had just like comparably bad quarterback stats this year.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was Shadur Sanders. The other 4 was Justin Fields. So
the other
4 was Justin Fields.
So he's the worst quarterback in the NFL since Justin Fields.
Since Justin Fields, 4 times this year. Yeah, so
dumping all over the Jets has started early in this podcast. I say, right? Okay,
you're going to come after Shadur.
The Jets' bye week is going to be their best week. Back to A&E. Green Bay Packers running back Josh Jacobs' knee was ruled out after exiting in the second quarter, which, Matthew, again, great pickup with Wilson. Amazing. Great shout. LA Chargers running back Kamani Vidal-Thai did not return after exiting in the first half of Sunday's loss to Jags. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers left, did not return against the Bengals after exiting in the third quarter. It was a left wrist injury. Running back Jalen Warren, ankle, who did not return after concussion. Wide receiver Sean Williams was ruled out with concussion as well. Sorry, Jalen Warren was ankle. Sean Williams was concussion as well. And then also the interesting piece on this one, safety Jalen Ramsey was ejected in the fourth quarter after punching Jamar Chase.
Oh, yeah.
But then the whole thing kicked off was that Jamar Chase apparently spat on him.
Yeah.
Lied about it in the press conference. I mean, you're got 100 cameras on you at all times.
What's
the point of lying? You're gonna get caught. So he is actually now suspended for week 12, so he will not be playing against the Patriots. Tennessee Titans wide receiver Calvin Ridley broke his fibula in Sunday's loss to the Texans and is out for the remainder of the season. And then wide receiver Chamir Dyke. Concussion was ruled out at halftime as well. I'm not too sure if I said that right.
Chamir DK, I believe.
It's D-I-K-E. That's Dyke. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say.
Stop butchering the names.
It's not butchering the names. It's Bike. It's not BK. It's like
on my
not.
B-
It's
BK.
No, it's Dyke. And then Washington Commanders wide receiver Jalen Lane hip did not return against Miami, and that's it. So there's a few interesting ones in there.
Yeah, the Jacobs one's big, and Chase missing a game is big.
Yeah.
You get Aaron Rodgers in there as well, potentially breaking his wrist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was in there, but he's going to try to play. Well, that's the most recent report. But we'll see.
Right, so it depends.
He needs to be cleared by the doctors.
I think the interesting one is you mentioned this as well. The Falcons losing Penix, and then Cousins isn't healthy.
Either.
Yeah, well, Cousins.
So he may not play this weekend. He may not play for a couple of weeks, and then Drake London is out for a couple of weeks. But even whenever Drake London comes back, like with Cousins there, whenever he filled in for Penix, Drake London had no fantasy upside.
Yeah,
like none.
Yeah,
and I know this because I have Drake London in a league, and he's really helped me.
Yeah, because Penix is just.
But Penix just
the ball all the time.
Just fires so many targets to him. So whenever Drake London does come back, if Penix is out for the season, then I would advise looking at that.
Yeah, you might be able to trade on value now because London has had a few big weeks, and there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be looking for an upside. Hang on, trade deadline's done.
Our trade deadline in that is week 14.
Okay,
so I can still the fantasy super it.
On the
is week 14. Thank goodness.
So
I will be trying to trade Drake London. Not one of you guys. Hopefully you wouldn't be that gullible, but hopefully somebody else will be.
Who are the Chargers going to use at running back now? That's what their fourth running back they've gone through. Third.
I'm not sure when Hampton's due back, but yeah, they're struggling. They had like Travion Williams getting snaps and stuff like that against the Jags at the weekend. So there were many reasons why that game went wrong for them. But yeah, not having a running back's a pretty big blow.
Yeah.
So if we're happy enough, move on to waiver wire, to the waiver wire pickups.
You got a big glowing smile at this,
but I don't want to keep going on about it, but hopefully I can just recreate some of that magic this week. That's what I'm hoping.
When you get people commenting saying great pickup,
I mean that's
when you're doing a good job. Yeah.
No, Sean Tucker say when I mentioned that he was only owned in 10% of leagues, obviously he's going to be owning many more this week. If he's still not owned in whatever league you're in, I think he's averaging about 5.8 yards a carry the past couple of weeks. Just pick him up.
He's owned now. Like unless you've got a good waiver wire pick, you're not getting him.
There's a chance that Irving returns this week, but only a very slim chance. And even if he does, I think Tucker has value there.
It's going to be the whole Dowdle Hubbard thing all over again. You play the hot hand. You're not going to turn around and not play the guy putting up that many points.
I would say Bucky Irving's more talented than
he's Hubbard is. Definitely a better pass catching back. That's the one thing that'll hit Tucker when Irving comes back, I think. But yeah, if somebody's, it doesn't really matter how many touches you take off a guy. If he's averaging about 5.5 to 6 yards a carry, he's still going to have value when he goes on the field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need to get my phone out for this because I want to make sure I get these fantasy picks.
Hey. Do it after.
But I don't know.
Right.
Only because then I forget to do it.
Oh, well, no, hey, that's bullshit then. No, I thought it was... Go on, Matthew, hit me with...
It's okay, you have to wait until tomorrow morning anyway.
I'm going to try to
process after tonight.
I'm going to try to go through with like the top, in my eyes, like per position. And this is strictly like streaming purposes for the most part. So I'm trying to pick guys very low percentage owned. Which brings me to quarterback, which is a bit of an outside kind of shot this week. Tyler Shuck before the bye was actually good. He had a really good game, 282 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Carolina Panthers. Mm-hmm. And he's coming up against the Falcons, who gave up 448 yards to Bryce Young.
Oh, good.
So if Tyler Shuck, it's more like if the Saints are just going all out air attack and they're just going to like pass the ball 30, 40 times a game or whatever, there's a chance that he goes out and puts up 300 plus yards, maybe a couple of touchdowns, and could be usable. He's only owned in 8% of leagues, so it's worth a shot. And it's also worth noting that like there's a guy like Jacoby Brissett still is only owned in 22% of leagues, so nobody's really picked up on that. He's thrown the ball a ton. He's got over 20 fantasy points every single week he started. He's playing against the Jags next week. The Jags give up typically a lot of yards, not to Justin Herbert, but to every other quarterback. Mm-hmm. Let's say 47 completions out of 57 passes last week. an NFL record, wasn't it? NFL record.
NFL
47
record 47 completions.
completions.
Yeah.
So again, if he airs the ball out, if he throws the ball 40 times against the Jags, you're banking on another 250, 300-yard game. Which brings me, I'll jump then straight to the wide receiver. The wide receiver that should be picked up this week, I suppose, is Michael Wilson.
Yep.
Particularly if Marvin Harrison's appendicitis and that surgery keeps him out longer than people think.
He was 185 yards, 15
receptions
receptions.
of 18. 18 targets and 15 catches against San Fran, against a good San Fran defense. So again, if he gets targeted at that level against the Jags, you're looking at him putting up another ton of yards. If he can get a touchdown as well, because he had 185 yards and no touchdown. So if he can get a touchdown, that adds to the upside, and he's only owned in 39% of leagues. So he's a must-add this week. Must-add. Running back. My must-add at running back, I was quickly checking to make sure that he didn't sustain an injury, because he did leave towards the end of the game against the Chargers with an injury. But Bashaw Tootin, watching that game, is the best running back there. And everybody kind of thought at the start of the year that Tootin was just going to be, catching passes, running around people, like a speed option. He is running through guys. If he gets, maybe another 15, 20 carries this week, he's going to take over that backfield. And he's on in 23% of leagues. Sorry, he had 15 carries, 74 yards and a touchdown last week. And that was before exiting the game. He would have had more.
ETN had 2 in that game as well, didn't he? But
yeah.
It's not always going to work out that you're going to get 192 rush yards in the game.
I would love to check and see, but I think Tootin had more touches before leaving the game than ETN, and then once Tootin left the game, ETN had about 6 or 7 touches at the end of that game.
Fair enough. I am listening eagerly because I have running back dilemmas. So
They seem to be finding ways to use them. So, and it's not just that they have the Cardinals this week; they play the Titans twice before the end of the season. They've got unfortunately, I'm going to call out the Jets, but they've got the Jets as well before the end of the season. So they've got a lot of options where he should be a valuable running back.
There's a lot of good matchups there.
A lot of good matchups. The tight end option I have this week, this is a little bit out there, but he was second in receptions and third in targets against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Noah Fant for the Bengals with Jamar Chase out, I think is a really good option. He's Noah Fant for the Bengals. He's against the Patriots this week. Patriots aren't very good against tight ends, and you've got to throw the ball to somebody. It's going to be T. Higgins. Is it going to be like Yoshivas or? Yeah. Who else is in there? Somebody, Mitch Tinsley or something like that, I think is like the third.
Chase Brown is the pass caption option.
T. Higgins is going to be locked up all day.
But Noah Fant had 6 targets last week, so if he gets 6 to 10 targets against the Patriots, he's a valuable option.
Oh yeah, flip the heck. Could get you double-digit fantasy points, yeah.
And I'm going to keep going with the Jags, I suppose, this week, because we had one good game, so we're
it's the one week you can talk about
everybody on the Jags.
But as good as the Cardinals have been, the Cardinals are giving the ball away a lot. So even if they have 400 passing yards, they might have 2 interceptions and a couple of fumbles against the Jags, because the Jags are really opportunistic on defense. Jags are in 26% of leagues. And they've, again, as I say, they've got the Titans week 13, so you're not just picking them up for this week. You can use them again next week if you need a good streaming option for both.
That's a great pickup option, yeah.
For both weeks. I suppose like honourable mentions, you've got Emmanuel Wilson, still only in 13% of leagues. Everybody should be picking him
That's
up.
going to go way up.
Brian Robinson still has touchdown upside. He's playing against the Panthers this week. They're only under 39% of leagues. Jaden Higgins, I think, is an interesting one because he's had 7 targets in 2 consecutive games. And Davis Mills is throwing the ball a lot more. Nico Collins is more valuable. They're against the Bills this week, though. It's the one thing. But I do like Jaden Higgins as the second option in that offense, just how valuable that is.
Yeah, they're probably, if it had been a running back you were saying about, the Bills are terrible against the run. Not so bad against the pass, but...
And weirdly, the Saints' defense is like a potential streaming option this week if you're really stuck, because they haven't been particularly good this year. They've been better than the past few weeks, and we've talked about the issues that the Falcons are having. Because the quarterback Penix is out, Cousins might be playing hurt. He's throwing interceptions anyway. Drake London's not playing, so all of these things add up to like the Saints just need to have a serviceable game defensively, and they'll
That's
they'll work well.
multiple ticks. For
multiple ticks. This is it. At this stage of the season, you're looking for a streaming option. You really are like clutching at straws, and that's it. Just the more positives you can get, the better. That is just about it.
I like a lot of loose.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
I've already picked up a couple on that.
Of
Yeah.
course you have.
Got some in the leagues.
You have to wait until tomorrow.
Somebody snipes me for Basel Tootin, guys. I'm gonna be so mad.
I might actually change my mind. I was trying to pick up other players, but I may switch him to the top of the list now.
I had him at the start, or not the start, but like halfway, maybe week 5 or something like that. There, and he hasn't really done much since.
I think I had
He's finally kind of come back into it. So.
yeah, I had Tootin. I picked up Tootin in week 2 because I believe he had a good week 1,
Yeah.
and then dropped him in week 3.
Yeah.
So I overreacted.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
It's just it looks like the Jags are going to be moving more to like what they want to do, and what they want to do is just like
Not let
be
Trevor
stingy on
Lawrence throw
defense.
the
Yeah,
ball.
well, not only that, but time of possession in general.
huge.
We just want to keep the ball. Like the third quarter against the Chargers, I think they ran 3 plays on offense. We ran the rest of them. We took the
Unbelievable.
entire quarter.
I thought
And that's just run.
It was seriously impressive because most people were saying the Chargers were going to win.
Chargers
I thought
everyone-
I
everyone
thought
was
the
saying
Chargers were going to win.
Chargers were favorites,
But like
that
you get
is-
those odd games where, but like that's just one of those things where the Chargers didn't know what they were doing. They didn't look like they had.
But I
any
think
game
it's
plan
I think
whatsoever.
it's a combination of them not even lacking a game plan, just like not coming together for
Yeah.
them, but the Jags also being really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Oh.
their best week of the season.
Justin Herbert's 0-3 against the Jags, so
There
it
you
might-
are. We didn't know that stat.
it might be a mental thing at this point.
Could have been last week.
Since that,
You could, if you said this last week,
if
I
you,
might have changed my bet.
I would love to see like there's stats of like the first half against the Jags in the wild card playoffs that year. You know when the
Oh, yeah.
Chargers took off
Oh,
that
they were
massive start.
massive comeback, yeah.
27-3 up.
The comparison in stats between that half and like since that half is just crazy because the Jags have dominated for 10 quarters since that. So.
The Jags done really well. As I said earlier, 47 rushes for 192 yards.
Yeah, so
They didn't punt the ball, as you said to us before this.
That's pretty
And
impressive.
they had 30 first downs to the Chargers 8. So
Which is
that's
just wild. It's just
that's as
nuts.
dominant a performance as you get.
also a note, and we will stop talking about the Jags forever.
Thank
But
Let's talk about the Jets.
But the Jacoby Myers pickup is an underrated pickup because of those first downs and because of various different things. The Jags, I think I actually have a photo of it, like the Jags stats for drops. Yes, the Jags have 31 drop passes on the year. The next most is Bo Nix for the Broncos, 24 drop passes, and then it goes to 18 for Justin Herbert. So there's like a big gap. Whereas Jacoby Myers, since the start of last season, has dropped 1.
Yeah.
But where's he throwing the ball? Is he throwing it to them, or is it behind them, or is it like a hospital pass? Like what is Trevor Lawrence doing?
These are drops. These are the ball hitting somebody's hands and being dropped. These aren't.
But
These aren't.
these are
it's
catchable.
not hitting their hands in the middle of like 5 defensive players.
Somebody who's watched like 5 snaps. The Jags this year. You can go away.
I went to say, what do you mean 5 snaps? I was in London watching them.
No, but what I'm saying is these are actual drops. These are like
That's fair enough.
the wide receiver's fault.
You can
for the most part.
understand my skepticism whenever it comes to Trevor Lawrence, though.
But I think Jacoby Myers was targeted 5 times. There was one incompletion that went way over his head, to your point. but the other 4 were.
Does that count as drop pass?
No, it doesn't count as a drop pass. But the other 4, any pass that hit Jacoby Myers' hands, he caught, and that's typically what he does.
That is a great pickup, to be fair.
So there we go. We'll jump in. Just quick recap instead of us going through the recaps in big kind of winded kind of things later on. We're just going to go through quickly. Our dream team last week, we did a bit better.
Good.
Our dream team, we did.
Finally,
That's
we're
what
getting
we
better.
want.
Yeah, there we
We're
go.
on the upwards. So come on, let's go.
Drake May 15.4, Devon Achan 19, Jamar Chase 4.5. That is
No, that's
down.
not
Trey McBride, we actually picked the tight end 1 this week. He got 22.5 for 61.4 points.
Great
Great.
going, yeah.
But the actual dream team was Josh Allen 44.7,
Yeah.
Sean Tucker 33.
Yeah,
Sean Tucker.
pretty impressive. Yeah, well
Ted
done.
McMillan 29 and Trey
Never gonna,
McBride
we were never going to
24.5.
get Ted
Like,
McMillan.
that is so random.
129.2, so we're still only sitting at 48%.
We'll take that. We're getting close to the
That's
50.
far better.
Yeah, that's much better.
We were
Oh, it's far better than last
We
week.
were
Yeah.
35% 2 weeks ago. Then we dipped down.
35,
We regressed to 26, and now we're up to 48. So
So you want to do it again this week, is what you're saying?
We are
100%. We're
cutting it from the shit.
100% because
We're having a debate over whether we cut it from the show or not.
no, 100% is we're going to get 100%. Let's do this.
Right.
Let's
Wait,
get
wait,
it
wait,
right.
wait. Okay, we'll discuss
I,
it later.
I would take like 80%. If we got like 75, 80% and
Yeah,
we beat
that's-
that, that's sort of like
You-
a...
That's fine.
And,
Yeah.
like, McMillan was on that.
Yeah, no one was
How
going to
would
say
you have
Ted
ever
McMillan.
called
Yeah.
that?
We've just got to get better, guys. That's the only.
I-
You've got to
Tucker-
see the wrinkles in
Tucker,
the...
how are you going to guess Tucker as well?
Gotta see the
absolute
Matrix,
right.
guys.
And yeah, after my confidence over Bam Knight and then
Yeah.
the confidence over Tucker, you can see why you're like, oh, well, maybe
We,
we're not.
we
one
did say
Tucker
this
for
earlier,
this
like
one.
you've had some really great calls. You've also had some whiffs.
Been some whiffs. This is what fantasy
Old
football is.
Sonathan Night. We don't call him Bam
Oh,
anymore.
sorry.
Yeah, Zonovan Knight.
He's not even called Bam Night on fantasy apps anymore. It is Sonathan Night again. No joke.
That is fair. That is fair. I'm just not
The-
going to
the
talk
sleeper
about
app
it ever.
is forgetting about him.
But in our locks and upsets, we were perfect in our locks this week.
Nice.
That was good.
And some of those were tough.
And we're not going to talk about the upsets, but the locks. So Adam had the Broncos over the Chiefs. That is a brave lock.
Yeah.
Brave lock.
You debated me on it.
We had Rams over the Seahawks, which
I
was
debated
in your
yous on
face.
that. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I want to make it.
and the Eagles over the Lions, which I thought, thought
Which we agree with you, Thomas. You didn't agree. You thought the Lions would win that,
Yeah.
so it's okay. I thought the Seahawks would win, so that's
But-
okay as well.
three of us
You agree with me on the Broncos?
did go for the Bengals as our upset.
Yeah.
That was pretty poor.
Yeah.
I think Mason Rudolph threw 2 touchdown passes against them. So.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have all bet on the same
And well, Nathan, you had the Bucks over the Bills, which was bad as well.
That was a tough one.
But that was a back and forth game. There were 9 lead
Nine
changes.
lead changes, and it was 37-32 until like 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So they were always in the
And
game.
they just
So
ran
you
away
weren't
from
too
it.
far off.
Yeah.
That was a really good game of football to watch.
We'll get to those locks later. Do you have the points? Do you want to go through the points for the start game?
I think Adam's
Wheel game?
really dying to talk about that Seahawks game. I
Yes.
think he's like he's
Well,
he's got ways to
Get through
justify.
that wee game first.
But let's drag this bit out a little bit for him, and then we'll skip the recap because we've done that now, so we don't need to talk about the previous
That's
games.
right, yeah.
I think we don't need to talk about the Seahawks Rams game again. All we know, Adam was wrong, and everybody else was right. The Seahawks are.
I can't believe that was so close at the end of that Seahawks Rams game.
Hey, we're not talking about it. We're not
Every
talking
single
about it. We've
stat
done
told me
mentioned
that
it,
it
yeah.
should have been like a mile away. Anyway.
Every stat I'm going to give you, if you allow me, will show that the Seahawks should have won that
Okay,
game.
yeah.
Bar one.
You know we're trying to get through this episode.
Yeah, we're trying to. Yeah, no, sorry.
It
Adam.
will be. I'll be quick.
And we'll
I'll be
give
quick.
you
I'm
we'll give you 5 minutes maximum.
Oh,
Am I allowed to go?
Yeah, go.
yeah, go.
Okay.
Perfect. So, team stats. Well, before the team stats you alluded to, had a 61-yard field goal to win that at the end of the game after throwing 4 interceptions. If they threw 3 in that game, they probably win the game.
They
So
had Cam
that
Little kicking.
shows
Yeah.
how outstanding that team is.
No. They threw 4 interceptions.
No, well,
That
Darnold
shows the
did,
most
but-
important player is not that great.
Yeah, but they still nearly beat the Rams, who we had as our number 1 last week. So it shows how good a side they are. Total yards for the Rams, 249 yards. Seahawks, 414.
Yep.
Passing yards, 130 to the 279 the Seahawks had. Rushing yards, 119 for the Rams, 135 for the Seahawks. So we're ticking there. First downs, the Seahawks had 26 and the Rams had 12. So that's another tick, and just tick all of this off. Third down efficiency, 2 of 11 for the Rams, 7 of 16 for the Seahawks. Much more efficient on third down.
A lot of fourth downs.
Fourth down, 2 of 3 for the Rams, 1 of 1 for the Seahawks, so more efficient there. Total plays, the Rams had 50, Seahawks had 79. They dictated that game.
I'm gonna give you a really good reason why they
Punts.
had all these.
Oh, I know,
stats.
I know. I'm going to get to that
yeah,
stat.
They just
Punt-
can't
punts.
finish.
Punts, 6 punts the Rams had, Seahawks had 2, although you add on
Four
whatever.
interceptions.
Yeah,
so
four
that's the change
interceptions,
of
that's 4
possession,
more
yeah.
punts, yeah.
The penalties were level, almost level on yardage as well. So 6 penalties each, 43 yards given for the Rams, 47 for the Seahawks. So balances
Refs
itself
didn't
out.
dictate the game. That's
The
good.
Rams had 1 fumble, the Seahawks didn't fumble, so at least that's kind of a bonus in the turnovers. The biggest one for me is the time of possession. Although you're going to say the interceptions, which I'm circling.
Yeah.
Time of possession,
Yeah.
22 minutes, 11 seconds for the Rams. The Seahawks had the ball for 37 minutes, 49 seconds. Almost 38 minutes they controlled that football.
Yeah. Almost,
That was almost as much as the Jags had the
Yeah,
ball against
that's-
the.
Like
That's
and they
almost
lost
10
that,
minutes
and they
in
lost
interception
that
as well.
game, and it is on interceptions. Completely agree. And as I said earlier, if they threw 1 less interception, if they go and through 3, they win that game. For me, that shows how good that side is, and I wasn't that far off. If you had said to anybody, Darnold's going to throw 4 interceptions, everybody would be saying, right, they're getting beat by 10 or 20 points. They got
No.
beat. They got beat by.
It was.
No, to me, the Seahawks defense is elite. The Mike
Yeah.
McDonald kind of defense, but it can only make up for so much, which
Yeah.
is what I was talking about before the game. I was like, Darnold is starting to show this trend that he is turning the ball
Yeah.
over,
He's,
and the more he turns the ball over,
He's
just the worse
four-
that
I
team
think,
looks.
I think you think that we don't think the Rams or the Seahawks are good.
yeah. They're
We
still
think the
like
Seahawks
I
are good.
don't.
They were number 2
I
in
don't.
my
I don't. I
estimation.
don't think. Yeah,
It's
they're
just
number
that-
2 in my rankings as well. They haven't lost their rankings, but they shouldn't have won that game.
Mhm. And they're yeah,
And if Sam Darnold goes through another game of another 4 interceptions or 3 interceptions,
Oh,
then they're
they'll
gonna start dropping.
they will have to start dropping at that point.
Yeah.
I just hope he does improve, because it
Yeah.
would be such a letdown for such a good team. And I feel as if I wanted to say all of that because I love the Seahawks this season. I've been on the Seahawks train from very early in the season. These are starting to come on board.
No.
But I honestly thought you guys would be less receptive to what I was saying there. I thought you were going to say, no, Seahawks go way down.
No, we
I completely
cannot
agree.
argue
Yeah.
with stats. We can't argue with stats. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is just
Yeah.
skewed. It is just skewed by the interceptions because obviously time of possession is dictated by the position on the field that you're getting the ball. You're not running
Yeah.
as many plays because you don't have to run as many plays. You're not getting as many first downs because there's a shorter field, and it's just one of those things.
Just imagine if Stafford was on the Seahawks.
Oh my god,
That would be.
that'd be elite team.
Stats,
Unbelievable.
Stafford had his
all
struggles
other
in that game a
NFL
little bit.
teams may as well just stop playing at that
Yeah.
point.
That would be insane. Look,
But really, all that Stafford did was just play safe, sensible
Yeah.
football. That was it.
Didn't throw the ball.
kicked it a lot.
Yeah.
But I've always
I think
heard
some amount of kicks, didn't there? Or like
Punts,
yeah, no,
field goals.
field goals. Yeah, I think like the first. Like,
Yeah, the
one field goal.
Seahawks had 4 field goals in the first half.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh
The-
yes,
the
yes.
12
Despite the
points.
fact that they were like fourth
Yeah,
and goal
they
and all this
just-
kind of
yeah,
stuff from
exactly.
the one, and yeah. But that's
Yeah.
But it was-
a really good defense.
I
But we
just
said
find-
this the other day. It was going to be a big defensive game, or it was going to be a big offensive shootout. It was going to be one or the other. It's not going to be skewed.
And that is
It was a defensive game, which is
and that is Adam's time.
That's 5 minutes.
That
Yeah,
is my
there you
time.
go.
Yes,
There you go.
sorry, go
Perfect-
ahead. I just
perfect
wanted
timing.
to.
So,
yeah.
in summary, great stats, shit quarterback.
In summary,
Deserved to be
4
second. Yeah,
interceptions.
4 interceptions. Yeah, doesn't matter. Nothing else matters
Sam Darnold
apart from the scoreboard.
right.
Yeah,
Moving
time's
on.
up.
Moving on.
should
Yeah,
Seahawks
so we
fans give him
did-
an ultimatum.
So wait, so Matthew can't talk about the Jags anymore for this
No.
episode. And
No
Tom
more
can't talk about
Seahawks.
the Rams,
No more
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Oh, can talk
And
about
he
the
was-
Jets.
He also shouldn't talk about the Jets because nobody wants to hear about the Jets.
But Seahawks are playing
It
the
hurts.
Titans
It
this week,
hurts.
so
Every week it hurts.
that's a nice soft bounce back game against the Titans for the Seahawks.
And
good.
the Titans don't give up many interceptions as well, so
No, they don't intercept the
Yeah.
ball much. They don't
No,
put
exactly.
much
So-
pressure on the
so
quarterback
Sam
at all.
Darnold should be fine. Yeah, be a nice recovery game for him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
speaking of Sam
Yeah.
Darnold, we actually had him in our little spin the wheel game of
Yeah,
pick our dream teams. And I'm not gonna
I
lie.
had his lovely 4 interceptions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This week was significantly worse than last week.
Yeah, we were all like near
What points
odds
wise?
last week,
our
yeah.
our average score last week was about 90 points. Really good.
Not
Our average score this week was 60. So, well, 62.
Well, at least the
62,
Commanders
I've
are
got
on
a
a bye week this week. So
Yeah, the Commanders are on a
should
bye
go
week,
up.
so we're not getting the Commanders again.
We
But
have them 4 times last week.
yeah, we had them 4
like
times, I think.
70 times in
I had
2
the-
weeks.
I
It's
had-
just
Yeah, I'm looking at the teams. It's not a good team. We've got Ertz, Rodriguez, Commanders, and Krosky Merritt in there. So yeah,
the Commanders D.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Commanders
when
D.
you're having to
Anyway.
pick them.
Yeah.
Who's rock bottom?
So dead last this week was actually myself.
Oh,
I got
thank goodness.
40 points. There was no
Oh,
there
my
was
goodness.
no real shining star on my team. Like if we were doing our boom or bust or like whatever it was, hit or misses.
Who was your
I
team
had-
again?
I had 0. They're all misses.
Who was your team again?
So I had Matt Stafford. He had 13.2. Brees Hall 7.4. Smith, I forgot who.
Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith. Yep. Sorry, I've just written surnames in here. 1.3.
Theo
Theo Johnson 5.1. Rodriguez 9, and Commanders defense 4.
Oh my goodness.
For a total of 40 points.
You couldn't possibly do worse this week.
I don't think I could. If I tried, I don't think I could.
that's very true.
Second worst was Matthew.
Yeah.
He had 50.26 points. He had Sam Darnold 8.26, Jalen Warren 7.7, CD Lamb 15.1. So he had
he saved me a
one
bit. He
success.
saved me a bit.
Zach Ertz 6.2, Parker Washington 3, Texans defense 10.
Yeah,
So
saved me a
yeah,
bit as
not
well.
a great amount of points here. Coming into third, big improvement or big drop off from last week. He's actually dropped 30 points. I mean, that's coming hypocritical from me because I dropped 53 and Matthew dropped 46 and
We've
he's
all
dropped
we've all
31.
dropped.
He's all dropped 31. So Adam is next. He had 74.34 points.
Don't look so happy.
You know, he
First,
actually had a couple of bright sparks on his team though.
I done the best with what I had.
Drake May 15.4, Krosky Merritt 3.8, JSN 16.1, McBride 22.5, Igbuka 6.5,
was a
and
letdown.
Rams defense 10. So actually, it was a solid team on paper. It just
Yeah.
didn't show up.
Drake May didn't show up as much as I wanted, and Krosky Merritt is just dead to me. So
Oh, well, yeah, that is fair. That is fair. He
Yeah.
should be gone from most fantasy rosters. He should be cut at this point.
you loved him at the start of the season.
I think everybody did. I think the whole fantasy community were on the bandwagon with
Yeah.
him, but
I don't like.
Yeah.
I
Wheels have
don't
come
know when to drop him. I'm just like I've still got him on a couple of leagues. I'm like, do I just let him go? And I don't know.
Rodriguez is out rushing him. But
Yeah.
not only that, the Commanders as a team are
Stopping using
on a
him, yeah.
massive like downward spiral. So
Yeah.
it just means running backs are just not going to be.
You try to
very
stay
worthwhile.
away from bad teams wherever you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're better having the backup on a great team than having the start on a bad one.
And then going on to our winner.
Hey,
So from
this guy.
worst to first.
Worst and first.
You know, he had a 17-point increase from last week, so he's lucky that we all dropped by 35, 36 points.
Yeah, that's
But, you know, if we all keep doing equally as bad, he's going to keep winning. So, you know, it's
Yeah,
just
that's true.
suits him, yeah.
Wow.
So,
like
so
that.
Nathan's,
Well done.
Nathan's team. Mills, 16.36 points. James Cook, 18.9. Drake London, 15.4. Engram, 5.3. Etienne had 19.3. And Broncos defense on 8 for a total of 83.26.
That's just solid points.
So-
Solid
So-
points across the board,
Yeah,
really.
I dropped the average massively, so I apologize for that. That's my bad, Chris.
Don't worry, I did it.
You stole ETN from me as well, which is annoying.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Did do that.
I was left with Parker Washington.
Anyway, I'll take second. I'm happy with that.
So total points.
I'm not
So
necessarily
we're
overly
looking
happy,
at the
but
season, like, you know,
stop laughing.
actually the total points are the same as last week. There's such a swing in points. So Adam's in first with 180 points for the year. Nathan, you're in second with 149. Matthew, you're in third with 146. And I'm in fourth with 133. That week screwed me.
That week, yeah, that's hit you
that's
bad.
it. That's it.
You are like the titans
Jump
of
into
our
the game then.
spin the
Should we
wheel.
That's
go?
cool.
Are we all excited for the game? Is this what it is?
I'm mad excited for the game. I didn't even write it on my little list of things to do. That's how excited I am.
Little list.
My little list.
My little list.
Oh, Wi-Fi thin.
Super thin mint.
All right. So going in reverse order. So I will start. And we cannot get the Commanders. Oh, teams on bye week this week is Broncos, Commanders, Dolphins, and Chargers
Okay.
as well. So there's a few teams not in there. We've got the own choice slot as well. All right, let's go. So my team. Oh,
Titans.
please be good. Please be good. Please be
Titans,
good.
please.
Shit. Oh, actually, okay. I've got the Indianapolis Colts. I'll
Okay.
take that.
That's a good start.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
that's a very good start.
Next up is Matthew, who has the Houston Texans.
He always gets the Texans.
I know he loves them. They're
There's
my favorite team. I can't wait to pick from the Texans loaded roster. This is brilliant. I love it.
Adam, you actually have a good team as well. The Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So,
And
what he's going for?
Nathan,
Oh, they're playing the Jets.
Nathan, you actually have a good team as well. The Detroit Lions. There is options on those teams.
There is indeed.
All right, I like. I'm not gonna piss around with it. Give me Jonathan Taylor. Like that's just
No, you don't
yeah.
want him.
Just
No,
don't want
no,
the
you
choice. I
wouldn't.
mean,
Would you?
just give me Jonathan Taylor. That is
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go running back as well. I'm gonna go Woody Marks against the Bills. The
Woody
Bills are
Marks.
giving up
There we
tons of points, and because this is funny, I see this picture where D'Amico Ryans on Woody Marks says, "We're going to feed him a bigger load."
go.
So I will leave that out there.
Oh man, right.
How do you follow that up?
I
There?
should follow that.
Oh man.
Oh, who did I have again?
You had the
Distracted.
Raven. You had the Raven.
Yeah,
The Ravens, right? Okay, Ravens against the Jets. Well, it has to be Lamar Jackson. I'll take
Lamar
him.
Jackson.
I'll take QB off my word. Get that locked in.
Has to be Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs, Jameer Gibbs.
That's a great choice.
Yeah, that was actually. I think that's the best starting round we've had with actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
actually would
you
be,
know.
yeah.
All your
Because the Commanders are
all your
there.
running
Yeah,
backs are
'cause
off the
they're-
board at least.
There's no commanders.
All right, me up next. So I've got the Chicago Bears.
Oh, does it not reverse back round?
We're not
Is
going reverse.
Is it reversed?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
Nathan's
it's
got
Nathan
the
is the
Chicago
Bears.
You've
Bears.
got the Chicago Bears.
What? No, guys.
Yeah,
yeah,
mhm.
Nathan's got Chicago
That's the
Bears.
rules. That's the rules.
Adam has the. I don't know what it says. I did change that. Adam has the Las Vegas Raiders.
No, we'll go revert back to the other rules we want to do there.
Las Vegas
Oh
Raiders.
my goodness, against that Browns
Bears,
defense.
Raiders. Oh.
Matthew, you have the Atlanta Falcons.
Against the Saints, that's okay.
And then I have. Shit. I've got the Raiders as well.
Bears, Raiders, Falcons, Raiders.
Oh man.
So the Bears, here we're looking at.
Bears, there
I
you
thought
go,
it was
for
tough
me.
at number one with the Raiders. What's it going to be like at number two?
Well, there's only like two good players.
We'll go with Adunze. So you said?
Rum Adunze.
Rome
Rome
Odunze.
Odunze.
That's
That's
pretty.
actually
That's a
pretty
good show.
shout.
I like Adunze.
Go on, Adam.
Raiders.
Seriously thinking about the defense because the Browns have no offense. But I've written it down. It's going to be Brock Bars, please. I have to take him, even though they're playing a defense with Myles Garrett getting 12 plus. He's got 12 plus sacks in his past 6 seasons.
Yeah, I forget what it said. 15 sacks this year. No?
It's,
He's
he
coming for the sack record.
got 6. Do you not? Oh, he got 5 in one game against the Patriots this season as well. Like he's playing lights out football for a terrible
Well,
franchise.
I'm not going to hang around. I mean, Bijan Robinson,
Yeah,
Bijan or
Bijan.
Bijan or whatever kind of mustard.
Nobody else to
Bijan,
take.
Bijan Mustard.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bijan Mustard, perfect.
See, I was hoping you wouldn't say Powers, so that's really annoying. I was going to say Genty, but he's against the Browns, who actually have a decent. You know what? You're actually on something. I'm going to go Raiders defense.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I think that's it.
You see Genty's stats last week after we almost picked him for our
Yeah.
fantasy start
Oh, yeah.
game. He
Yeah.
had what? was
6
it?
rushes
Six-
for 7 yards.
6 rushes for 7 yards.
Yeah.
He went
I
backwards
mean,
half the time.
yeah.
He doesn't move his feet.
So it's a Raiders D.
I'm
Doesn't.
going to go Raiders defense. That Browns defense is going to sort of tear it up, I think.
Brilliant.
Plus, he's getting hit like 45 yards behind the gain line. So
So this is back to me then.
Back to you, and we're going
Back to me.
go round.
All right, here we go. Next up, I have. Fuck! New Orleans Saints.
Oh, no, I can think of a couple. I can think of a couple for that. Cool.
New Orleans Saints. Okay.
Saints.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh my
Your
goodness.
choice.
Oh my goodness.
Your
You're
choice.
I've never
my
been.
goodness.
I've never been hit with this before.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You
It's
get
almost like too much choice. You don't.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
like this. I don't feel comfortable with this.
Adam. Your choice as well.
What? No. He doesn't deserve that.
Who's mine? Sorry.
Your choice. You get to pick.
Oh,
You
lovely.
don't deserve that.
Oh my goodness, who do I have on my
Nathan-
team? This is
Nathan,
brilliant.
you've got the Chicago Bears again. All right, I have the New Orleans Saints.
You looking for matchups here, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who I want.
Slap that heck.
It is. It's too much choice.
Yeah,
much
that's
Yeah.
It's like a struggle. So I was like, I had that last week. I think so.
That is.
All right, I know who I'm going to go for. I'm going to go Saints tight end Juwan Johnson.
Interesting. Interesting.
I mean, I was going to take your advice and go Tyler Shuck. Yeah. Actually, not screw it. I'm going to go Tyler Shuck. I'm going to take Matthew's advice from earlier and go Tyler Shuck and hopes he actually does all right. And if not, I'm going to blame my terrible
Anything
choice.
like Sean Tucker
Yeah.
with the advice.
Yeah.
That's going to
I'm
suit
gonna
you down
go-
to the ground in this.
Tyler Shuck.
I actually hate this your choice thing. It's terrible.
How are you not just picking Christian McCaffrey?
I filled my running back and flex.
Oh,
It's
that's so.
exactly-
Oh, that's so annoying.
Oh, it's a lot of thought
Yeah.
if you're picking your own player. Oh.
What? Like, why are you not going for Christian McCaffrey?
I'm gonna.
I don't
go
understand
with-
There's so many options.
There's not so
there
many
are
options.
so many options.
The number one overall player, and are you? Okay,
I'm gonna
sorry.
go Trey. I'm gonna go Trey McBride.
Trey
He's not the
McBride.
overall.
Trey McBride.
He's not the number one overall.
He was.
I'm gonna go Trey McBride because he's number one at his position. He's been number one pretty much every week. Just think it's a safe bet.
Oh, on Fantasy Super 8. I don't know what way we've done the scoring.
I would have thought Jonathan Taylor would have been number one. Okay, I'll suck it up.
What was it?
Oh, number one
Number one.
overall.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
number one. Adam, that's number one overall, not just number one in
That's
position.
crazy.
That's ahead
That
of.
is
That's
mental.
ahead of all the other QBs,
Don't take him.
wide receivers, everything
He's
like
going
that.
to get about 5 points this week if I pick him, though.
So
So,
good.
Actually, don't.
Who
pick him.
did you go for? Sorry, in your first one.
I went for Shuck.
You actually went for Shuck?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I suckered you in there.
Shuck attack.
What a loser.
If he gets like 0 points, I'm going to be very
I'm gonna
disappointed.
go with the Bears defense.
Bears defense. Nice.
Bears D. Adam, you going for McCaffrey?
yeah, you've talked me into it, Thomas.
So good.
I'll go McCaffrey. I was
don't
Really twisting my arm there.
don't let me talk you into
Why
picking
did
the
you
best
pick
player.
Lamar
in fantasy.
Jackson and Brock Bowers and Christian
Wait a second.
McCaffrey.
I was just
Thomas.
I honestly think that the Detroit Lions are going to put about 50 points on the Giants this week. So I was thinking Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I was thinking
I think that could be like a 2 or 3 touchdown
Thomas,
game for him.
Why are you trying to help him?
Because I don't get why.
He may not have.
Yeah,
he
might
may,
not.
he's,
What
talked,
is this?
he's talked me
I
out
don't
of who
get
I
why
was
he's
originally
making it
going to pick.
such a
And see,
big
this
deal.
may
Who
be a yes.
does
Bears
Nathan have
defense.
next?
Nathan's gone Bears defense.
Yeah, but who does he have next?
Oh, who does he have next? Sorry, my
One of the
bad.
next round.
Keep it moving.
All right, Nathan, you
Oh,
have.
my goodness. They're the new
you've got
commanders.
you've got the they are the new commanders. You have the Raiders.
Oh, come
It's the
on.
third time the Raiders have
So-
come.
Third
got
time.
The
Yeah.
Bears twice,
Yeah.
and now the Raiders.
Yes.
Oh, is that your team?
Yeah.
This is going to be
Yeah.
this is going to be very difficult to defend your title this
Yes,
week.
it
This is ridiculous.
All right, Adam, your team. I mean, that's just so bad. I'm sorry, Nathan.
Nathan's Grizzly Raiders. I like that.
Oh, Adam, you actually might be building a great team here. The Chiefs.
Ooh, I like
Ooh.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think we've had the Chiefs yet, have we? In this sort of random
Don't
spin.
know,
game.
we have not.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew, you're gonna love this one. Jags.
My goodness.
You have
the choices.
you-
But I'm not allowed to talk about them, so it's going to be really difficult.
You're just gonna have to say a name and shut up.
Oh, I don't have the best kind of lineup for this one.
Fuck
Oh,
sake, I hate my life.
Who'd you get? The Raiders?
No, I got the 49ers after I just convinced you to pick McCaffrey.
That's what
That
you
is
get.
that is
That's
karma.
fine. Don't worry.
That is all right. Okay,
Right,
interesting.
right, Nathan, who do you have on the Raiders?
Oh man, Thomas, you have a wide receiver
You know what?
or flex to
I gotta
choose
risk it.
for the
I
Niners.
go tight end Brock Bowers.
Oh no, he's already gone.
Oh,
Brock Bowers and the Raiders defense are gone. So Genty, Geno Smith. Who are their wide receivers at this point in the season?
the problem is they're against the Browns.
Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker, actually, he had a decent enough week last week. And he had that one really good week in week 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
He had that great week 2.
You're gonna have to
He
go
had like 30 points.
in your flex.
Tucker.
Who you going? You're going Trey Tucker instead
You're
of Genty.
Instead of Genty?
You sure?
Well, it's against the Browns, so it is. So like, surely is there running?
You want to lock it in?
Yes.
Let him lock it in.
He's locked it in.
Trey Tucker. What? Yeah, nobody.
There's no good option.
No,
there.
that were
Don't
no.
worry.
It's a tough one.
There's no good option.
Adam, who did you have there?
Can I have Rice as my wide receiver for the Chiefs this week, please?
Rashi
A
Rice.
really tough decision.
Bit of rice on the side.
Rashi Rice.
Nice. Jags wise, to be honest, right, I'm left with quarterback, wide receiver, and defense. So it's Trevor Lawrence, which is probably a no. Whichever wide receiver. I mean, Brian Thomas might not be fit. Jacoby Myers
You
getting
just
settled
locked him
in. Parker Washington. I'm not overly sold, so I'm just going to go the Jags defense in the hope that they maybe get a couple
And you talk them up as well.
of turnovers in this one.
49ers, I'm going to go Kittle, please.
Nice one.
George.
Good shout.
Can I get a decent team this round?
We don't know.
We don't know. It's
We
my,
will
it's me,
find
it's
out.
me turn.
I'm asking the wheel.
The Raiders, maybe. They haven't been picked in a while.
Who do I have? Have I got?
You've got a wide receiver and a flex to go.
Oh, I've got the Chicago Bears. Oh, that's so unlucky.
It's so many of the same teams pop
know
up.
what?
This is
You know,
just, it doesn't
It's a
seem
random-
randomized.
It's a random.
Oh, did I have the Jets?
You've got the Jets.
Okay.
Love
Jets,
it.
Jets,
The
Jets,
Commanders
Jets.
right this week, and now the Bears have been picked 3
The
times.
Jets against the Ravens. Nice.
Oh, the Jets have, or the Bears have just been picked 4
Yep.
times. Because
QB.
Adam, you've got the Bears.
This is a
There's
rigged
no one
wheel.
left. And they're against the Browns this week, so it's gonna be a bad matchup.
Good.
And Nathan?
Lord.
Or no, sorry, not against the Browns.
Nathan, you've got the Detroit Lions.
Why is everyone coming off like that?
Yeah, like,
Bears are playing the Steelers this week, I believe.
So who's the first bear off the board?
I have to go.
Well, no.
that's me.
I know.
But you can't pick.
I know. Oh, I know.
Who do I have? Who do I have? Like,
Who are the Jets?
Who
Who
are-
are the Jets? Who even
Excuse me.
Who even are the Jets? Who are the Jets wide receivers? Adam, name me your number 1 wide receiver.
Just go
And I'll
for
pick
it.
them.
Just go for Donnie Mitchell. Just go for him. Why not?
Nye Mitchell. Oh my goodness. If that's the option I've got, then we're not doing well.
He'll have a breakout week this week.
Let's see. Jets wide receiver depth chart. According to ESPN UK.
Is Wilson still out?
Yeah.
So Tyrod Taylor's going to be starting like quarterback, which is better.
Great.
So Adonai Mitchell is your number 1.
Yeah, so going
John Mechie the third though had a good week. I like John Mechie.
He does, yeah.
Isaiah Williams is your third option.
I think you go with the guy you like.
Alan Lazard still on that roster. Do you know that?
I know he's still kicking.
Arian Smith. Ring a bell? No.
No,
Tyler Johnson. No. Stone Smart's on your roster as a tight end. You know that?
who you locking in?
Well, who have you gone
I
with?
am still picking.
I am gonna lock in. So it's between. I'm gonna go Mechie. I'm gonna go Mechie. Why not? If it's taking a shot at anybody there, AD Mitchell or Mechie. Mechie got more targets.
Come on, Thomas.
last week.
Come on.
I'm figuring it out. I
Come
don't know who
on.
to go for.
I've got
Have
you got yours
three
locked?
I've got 3 options in my head. I need to know what you're picking.
Mine's Jared Goff for quarterback.
That's great.
Instead of Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I can't take him.
No, he's got
Oh,
a
never
tight
mind.
end left. He's more on To be honest, yeah, I'm annoyed that I've got my quarterback left to fill.
Give me-
My choice should have just gone quarterback.
Give me DeAndre Swift in my flex.
Swifty.
Good lord. Am I annoyed at the minute? I can't even take a Doomsday. I can't take the Bears defense.
No.
So
You could take Monaghan.
Bears defense against the
do you
Steelers.
bank on?
You could take
Do you
Monaghan.
take a risk on Loveland? Do you?
You haven't.
I've got Murr as well. I know. I've got
Your
my dumb
defense
guy.
slots open, right? Why would you not go defense?
Yeah.
Against the Steelers.
the Steelers,
The
Bears.
Bears
that-
defense has been picked already.
Oh yeah, Nathan's got.
Nathan's picked them, so I can't pick.
Oh,
I can't
Nathan's
pick, so I
picked
have
them.
to go flex. So
That's a good point. I
Oh,
forgot how deep
I'll
we
go
were
for
in the Bears.
I'll go for DJ Moore,
It's the
please.
fourth time they've been picked there.
I'll go for Moore and think he gets more points than a Doomsday.
No, I do think they're better to pick than the Commanders.
Yeah, I think there's more choice.
Oh,
in the
there's more
Bears.
depth.
Yeah.
There is, but it's
So-
still annoying whenever it comes up.
Luther
times.
Burden might have
Oh,
been a nice
so
pick
Nathan-
there, kind of.
Your final choice.
Oh, God's tight end.
You have the Cincinnati Bengals, and we've mentioned them this week. Yeah, nice.
Is that nice?
Well, I did give
He
him
did,
as a
he did.
waiver suggestion.
Adam,
Oh no.
Adam, you have. Wait, can he even get this? Because I think they've already gone. Yeah, can't have that.
You can't
You
actually.
are-
You are lucky.
You
you're
are
safe
lucky.
by the
You are
Bears.
safe.
Who was it?
You had
the
the Raiders.
Oh, thank goodness!
Oh, come on.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, he's going to be happy with this one. Rams.
The Rams defense. I'm locking it in.
Matthew.
Yeah,
Who's your last
That's
position?
2 weeks in a row.
My
I've
last
got that.
position's
Okay.
quarterback. So I am
Quarterback.
snookered.
You
here.
are Vikings.
It's got to be JJ McCarthy. Then he's got to do something this week.
He's got to step up.
Nine's got to
Nine.
dial in.
And then I have Green Bay. Oh, Packers. Oh,
Packers wide receiver.
Who am I going to go? Packers wide receiver.
A few options, I suppose. There's.
Yeah, I've got one of them in a fantasy league.
I've got one of them in a fantasy league. No way.
But
Are
did
they
you
the same one?
did yours have 2 TD receptions?
They did not.
Exactly. So we'll find out whether
They
Thomas
might have had-
figures out this encrypted message.
They might have had 2 receptions.
It's such a lottery with that offense, though, isn't it? It is such a lottery.
Nathan, who?
Noah.
You talked about him
Yay, we
earlier.
talked about him. Yay.
Thank me when you win the whole thing. Nathan.
He goes for 40 points or something.
As I say, he was second in receptions when they had Chase in the game last week. So
Oh, yeah.
Give me a Romeo Dobbs. And that's who I'll stick with.
you're gonna go with Dubs.
I know.
I like Christian Watson, but
I like Christian Watson as well.
But he's boom or bust. Dobbs is. a safe
So's
bet.
Dobbs. So's any of
so is
that,
every one of those.
that wide receiver.
Octavian Wicks. I mean, come
Go
on.
with a guy with a hot hand. But you've locked it in, so it's okay.
Awesome.
It's locked in.
Is everybody
ready?
happy with their teams, guys?
That's all good. We'll come back to
As
that.
happy as I can. But
I actually quite like your team, Nathan.
what?
Your team's quite good. I mean, you've got Gibbs, Adunze.
To be fair,
The Lions brought it up, but like it's.
if the Lions do put 50 points on the Giants,
Hmm.
and Jared Goff gets like 4 touchdowns and Gibbs gets
Yeah,
2 or 3, like you'll win with those.
If he
two of them.
manages to win with
2 players.
With-
Yeah, basically.
with the Bears twice and the Raiders, then
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's what. What do you?
we should all go home. But no, the Lions have
No,
full job.
I'm happy enough with mine.
Yeah.
I think that can win again.
The only
Get
reason
back to winning ways.
The only reason I'm slightly happy about mine is because I got Jonathan Taylor, and last time he nearly got 50 points for me.
Yeah, he made up your team
he
last
made
time.
it like he put me in
Then
that
Thomas
section.
won the first week
Yeah.
was just because of Taylor.
Oh yes,
I
yeah, he
didn't
was like
even
more
win,
than
yeah.
half of your points.
He was
Yeah.
48.1 points, and my total was
And he
93.
still came third
Yeah.
that week.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
still
He
came
still
third.
came third because I won week 1.
And bizarrely, I finished.
And you
second, I
finished
think.
second with using the tools you
You know, I
had.
suppose we'll jump from that into start-sit dilemmas. Does anybody have anything to bring to the table this week in our little
I
kind
do.
of like fantasy forum?
So I am currently.
Oh, scratching your head.
I'm really stuck on this one. I'm currently 9-2 in this fantasy. league.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the
Right.
top. I'm the top
Who else has
scorer,
an issue?
and I just don't know. I just don't know who to sit now. So
You're honestly going to be this person?
I've got Christian McCaffrey, I've got Tucker, I've got Henderson, I've got George Pickens and Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
I've also got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Devontae Adams. Who do I not start?
Don't start Devontae Adams. He got one reception on 8 targets for a 1-yard touchdown last week.
Oh yes, well the Seahawks were really good at nullifying like the long target, so I wouldn't really say that Devontae Adams.
Well, maybe I jumped the gun there, but
I mean,
I thought that was an interesting stat.
he has. I mean, you said
I was waiting to be able to use it.
He has 10 TDs on the season, Devontae Adams.
Oh, your team is disgustingly
So
good.
I don't
Matty,
know.
personally.
So he's at. I just don't know who to sit. I just don't know who do I bench. You know.
That makes it drop.
You give yourself like the best. Like,
I
trade
can't believe
ever.
this is a segment.
I just don't. My fantasy woes, guys. Could I have some?
He's grinning. He's
as much as much as I love Sean Tucker, I think you bench him against the Rams. I do. I think you bench him against the Rams, and I think you ride with Trevion Henderson against the Bengals. I like it. I like obviously Jonathan Taylor every week. Yeah, I'm happy with who else you have in. So McCaffrey, Amon-Ra,
Smile on his face while
Devontae
you're-
Adams. I'm happy with all those guys.
Don't know what to do. Just thank you, Matthew.
Do you have headaches?
Just yeah,
Like actual legitimate
like an
headaches,
actual
not made up.
legitimate headache.
Not
Yeah.
made up headaches.
My headache is very
Debo
real.
with Debo Samuel on this in the same league with Debo Samuel on a bye week and Drake London. God knows when he's going to come back. He might just give up the season now. With Michael Penix away.
What's wrong with him?
I'll find out
Apart from
now.
playing on the Falcons.
I think it may be depression from 5 losses in a row. It could. But no, I don't know. I can't find that out quite yet. But my one is White or Mononga. I may have to play, but it's one of those 2 guys.
White or Mananga?
I think Mononga has more upside, but
Manungay?
Yeah, if he's fit, I would go with him. I don't think White has a lot of value at this point in the season. Unfortunately for you.
no, I don't think he does. But we'll see what happens. I'll hopefully be crafty, but
Interesting one here because I picked him up in a dynasty league. I picked Jacoby Brissett up in a dynasty league.
nice.
But Bryce Young just had like loads and loads of yards last week.
But he
And he's playing
only
against
does that.
he's playing against
against
the
the
Niners.
do you
this
have
week.
him in your dynasty? You have Bryce Young.
Bryce Young and Jacoby Brissett, yeah.
But he only does that like
Are those
against the
your
Falcons.
2 QBs?
CJ Stroud, but he's out.
Oh, that's
It's not a great QB room, gotta
No.
say.
I have Jared Goff in that league and Trevor Lawrence sitting very firmly on my bench in that league.
I do have
as
CeeDee
well
Lamb
as Geno
and-
Smith.
I do have CD Lamb, Puka Nakua, so I've kind of like
Oh,
You balance it
sold
out.
a little bit there. But
So your recommendation for me would be Mononga.
out of those 2, yeah. Against the Steelers.
Also
But
looking
yeah.
for advice on the QB starts. So Jared Goff will be a lock for me in that, but we play 2 QB leagues, so I have a choice between Baker Mayfield and Daniel Jones as the
Ooh.
second.
Oh.
Both tough matchups.
That's interesting. I'm going to talk about Daniel Jones later, but I probably side with Jones a little bit there. I think Mayfield has a tough matchup this week.
We're
Are they
playing at the Rams.
at the Rams.
Yes.
Jones is playing at the Chiefs, who are pretty stingy.
They are pretty stingy, but I'm going to
I
talk
would
about this
go-
later. I've got a little bit of a good feeling there. Weirdly for the
Baker
Colts.
I just
Mayfield.
wouldn't go against the Rams, so I wouldn't like.
I don't know. Baker Mayfield.
I did
steps up
last week, and
against
it
great
burned me.
teams though.
If he starts
Like-
to scramble again the way he did last week, because for a few weeks there, I don't think he'd scrambled at all. I think he had 0 rushes for about 3 weeks in a row. If he starts to get more rushes,
Yeah.
that's where his upside really comes into.
Yeah, it's almost a 50-50 that one. Like
And also
Possibly
if the Rams go up early in that one, then
You're
maybe he's
playing
going to have to
catch-up.
throw more and all this kind of stuff. But
But it's a
yeah.
tight game, then maybe run the ball more.
that is a tough one. That's a
It is.
genuinely
It's
tough one.
almost it.
I
It
would
may
go-
come. It may come down to like 10 minutes before kickoff who I choose.
Yeah. I would just about side with Jones. You would probably side with
I'd say Jones.
What do you reckon?
Mayfield.
I mean, like I'm looking at Mayfield's points here. He's had
Do you think Nathan? You side with these guys?
Mayfield has only had 3 games over 20 points this season. And to be fair, like,
They were against good teams.
they were against good teams.
You know what?
They're-
I,
you
Say
know,
more midfield.
so, like,
you know what, Adam? I have the exact same conundrum in my 14 team like promotion relegation
Mhm.
kind of league. I have the exact same. I have Mayfield and Jones.
What are the chances of that?
Yeah, and I've fortunately picked up Emmanuel Wilson well in advance in that one, and Rico Dowdle and Quinton Judkins. All of my guys have been waiver wire pickups.
My goodness.
All of my running backs have been waiver
Brilliant.
wire pickups.
How are you doing in that league?
I started 0-4. I'm now 4-7. I lost a close one last week, unfortunately.
That's pretty good. Like,
But
That's
yeah,
good.
turn around,
Yeah. Well, 4-3 comeback is pretty decent.
it is. But my wide receivers are devastating at this point. And Achan's out this week, which is unfortunate for me.
I'm screwed in one of my leagues because
I had my
but I have taken your
Evans.
fancy advice and I picked up Wilson on that league, so I'm actually less stressed about Achan being out. I'm happy enough.
Well, I like Emmanuel Wilson if he gets the carries this week. Obviously, with Jacobs being out,
Yeah.
Is he
Be good.
definitely out this week? Is it? It's still like
it
a week, or is it?
looks like it.
I would
looks
say
like
so.
it. But keep an eye on that. It's the same with all of the things that we
Yeah.
say. Is like make sure that you keep an eye on the injury reports, particularly when it
might
comes to
just let him
streaming guys.
Let's rest for a week if they do have Wilson sitting there like a few minutes. Not like as if they're.
No.
It's handy as well if you get the notifications to your phone. Just make sure you look at them straight away so you're not missing anything. Like,
Interesting.
that's what's popping up for me. I just seen Ridley's out on IR, so it's an
Oh,
it's a good thing to look out for. It's a good thing to have getting those alerts. If
The-
you're
the
on Sleeper
interesting
app or any
thing-
other app.
With the Packers running backs is they're getting like a touchdown a week at least. You know, like because they're getting the ball close to the line, and then they're not really passing the ball that much down there. They're just running for touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, I think, was on a touchdown a week there. Emmanuel Wilson takes over from last week. I think got a touchdown in that game. So it's just like
Yeah, I got Josh Jacobs in both of my
Mhm.
leagues, like, and he's always.
yeah.
Like
If
over
you
15 points at
if you
least,
need
so-
someone. Yeah, because then it doesn't matter if they're only getting, if they're struggling to run, they only get like 31 yards or whatever. If they get a couple of catches and maybe a touchdown, then they're
Yeah.
taking you over 10 points. So important stuff, but I don't think I have any other dilemmas.
It'll be
No.
And you
it'll
don't
be
have
a-
any genuine dilemmas, so
It'll be
I'm not even talking to
What
you.
are you on
anymore.
about? It is a
Stop.
genuine dilemma. I don't want to leave 30 points on the bench. I mean, okay, sure, I'm probably going to get 180 from all the other players, but,
Oh my goodness!
you know.
I'm gonna cut this whole bit out.
I'm just shocked.
His
that you-
head
I'm
is so
shocked that you've
inflated.
lost matches in that league.
Yeah,
Shocked.
same. I don't even know how. I think
he
I have.
lost him.
I was
I think
so
I
close to
had
beating him.
I had
so
one
close.
bad
I was
week
8
where
points
I only
off
had
beating him.
170 points.
Right.
There's only
You
been
know-
one week I wasn't in the top 3 scorers.
That's
And I
crazy.
think I lost that weekend already. Yeah.
Yeah.
that week.
Right, we will
Yeah.
par
Par 3.
Par.
We'll not chat about. Oh God, love you. You're 9-2 team.
I suppose we'll go matchup discussions first, because then we can just we can ramble
Yeah.
a bit more when we get to the power rankings.
Yep, sounds good.
The matchup discussions. I'm gonna start because I think I was the first to pick off,
You
off,
were,
our,
yes.
off our board, and you know how much I'm fascinated by the Colts. You know this.
Mm.
You all know this. So the
Yeah,
Colts,
they're
the
your
Colts,
favourite team.
the Colts at the Chiefs. I also love a really good kid, wounded animal kind of game. The Chiefs. This is their season. Every single week, kind of recently, has been their season. But they're 5-5. They go to 5-6, losing against the Colts. That wild card race gets out of hand. All this kind of stuff. They're out of the division completely.
Yep.
They need to win. They're at home against the Colts. The Colts have been way better than expected this year.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. Can the Colts show up here and say that they're we
Sustainable.
are now a dominant force in the AFC,
Yeah.
or do the Chiefs take that back?
Yeah, they had probably the softest schedule in football, or one of them, apart from the Patriots, of course, throughout the first half of the season. But now they're going to have one of the toughest schedules
Yeah.
for the remainder of the season. So the next few weeks will really show what the Colts are made of, whether they are genuine contenders or whether they're not.
But a few quick fantasy points in this game. So from the Colts side of things, I think if the Colts are going to win the game, they're going to hand the ball to Taylor a lot.
They got to.
It's
They
gonna
got to
be a high
control. Yeah,
volume.
they got to control that game.
And by high volume Taylor game, I mean the Chiefs have been typically stingy against running backs, but they get worn down by running backs the longer a game goes on. So if you hand the ball to the running back 25, 30 times, you're going to get a stack of points.
Yep.
You're not going to get a stack of points if you hand it to him 10, 15 times and go to the pass game. Saying that, the Chiefs are giving up a lot of deep passes. It's the only thing they're really giving up is deep shots, which normally you're not worried about that, about the Colts and about Daniel Jones. You're not worried about them throwing deep all that much. But Alec Pierce has been really starting to pick up recently, and I'll give you the stat. So this is the A dot, as they call it, so the average depth of target. Alec Pierce is 20.31 A dot. He's 9th in the NFL in yards per reception. So that means he's being targeted down the field. He's beating guys deep.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones's average depth of target is the highest of his career, 8.63. Typically, he's in around 6 yards down the field.
He's slinging it this year.
So he is. He's trying to push the ball downfield. Alec Pierce is trying to push the ball downfield. And that's where you beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's where you beat the Chiefs. You don't play into this like silly, just like short passes kind of thing. I don't see a good game for Tyler Warren. That's a little like side point there, because they're quite stingy. Only 5 points per game given up to tight ends. They're quite stingy in that regard. On the Chiefs side of the ball, I see a tight end game. I see Travis Kelce going off big in this game, because the Colts are giving up 10 fantasy points per game, and Travis Kelce is coming off a 13 target game. 13 targets, 9 catches, 91 yards and a touchdown against the Broncos. If he gets the same level of targets against the Colts, that's where they could start to control this game, because they're not going to control in the run game.
No, they're not. Pacheco's still out as well, isn't he?
And Pacheco probably
Yeah,
still
he will
out.
be.
Yeah,
Probably
still
still
Looks
out.
of it.
I would expect Mahomes to throw a lot in this game. Another point that kind of sides on the side of the Colts. A lot of things siding on the side of the Colts. But the wide receivers for the Broncos had 13 catches for 225 yards. So that was an average of 17.31 yards per catch. So that's where I'm talking about. If you're going to beat them, it's going to be targeting deep.
And you were talking about last week, which worked out well for you, all your ticks for a matchup. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the majority of ticks for the team you're looking to win.
But saying
or
that,
who you think's going to win.
saying that the Chiefs at home could just completely stymie everything the Colts try to do.
I probably think the opposite of what you think, because I just think the Chiefs are going to come out with a vengeance this week now. Like it's win at all costs now.
This is the thing.
They
Keep saying
can't
that.
lose this game. If they lose this game, then they're almost saying bye to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just can't see them losing. I would love to see them lose, and all of that there kind of hints towards it. But if I was to choose, I would have to say the Chiefs, and the bookies seem to have the Chiefs as favourites as well. I believe.
They had them as heavy favourites. I
And
think
if
at the
you're
start of the
looking
week,
at
we'll
the
see
pick
where we're
'em,
at. When we go to that.
62% of people on the pick 'em are locking the Chiefs in as well. So the NFL public think they're going to win. The bookies think they're going to win.
Don't get me wrong; it suits me to the ground if the Chiefs win, because I want to see the either way. Actually, I
You
kind
want
of
a
want that.
competitive division in the AFC South.
If the Chiefs lose, it helps the Jags wildcard race. If the Chiefs win, it helps the Jags
Win the
division race.
division,
So
yeah.
it's doesn't really matter either way. But
Imagine you had to beat the
Yeah,
Texans and not win a 19-point
matchups.
lead.
I reckon it's going to be a high scoring game. I think that one could be a high scoring one. Well, I mean, the Colts
I'd say it is high
defense.
scoring.
Yeah, the Colts defense is still, it's not the top in the league.
yeah,
And there's going to be
defense is a bit
options.
stingy.
Chiefs defense can be a bit stingy as well, and I reckon
Colts are scoring about 33 points a game.
Yeah, that's where this will be really, really interesting. If the Chiefs can figure out, if Spagnuolo can find a way to put Jones under pressure to get him flustered, then that changes the whole dynamic of the game.
I think the key is stopping Taylor.
Stopping
If they stop Taylor, then get that puts the pressure on Jones. And whenever the pressure has been put on Jones in the past couple of weeks, we started to see old Danny. Is it Danny Dime they used to call him? Back in
rather
New
than
York?
Indiana Jones.
Rather
yeah.
than Indiana Jones. So
True.
I reckon the key is stopping that run. If you stop Jonathan Taylor and get him to about 2 to 3 yards a carry for the first 10 to 15 carries, then the pressure is put on the Colts offensive coordinator to start changing up the game to those deep threats. But then they can start to bring creative blitzes and pressure at that point.
So that being said, will we pick each of the games that we discussed about? We'll pick them. You're thinking the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs win that. I would definitely take the Chiefs on that.
Winded animal kind of.
You
kind of
think
mentality.
you think the Colts?
I'm dubious about it. I'm talking about those from like a fantasy standpoint to a certain degree. I could see all of these things happening for the Colts and them still losing a close one. I'm gonna say the Chiefs by 3. I'm gonna say it'll be really close.
See, I'm gonna go Colts.
You're gonna go Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts. I think I think this is their prove it game. You know, they've had an easy schedule. They've lost a couple of close games. This is their prove it game to say they actually are a contender. I think they're going to go in with that mentality. Chiefs have to win.
Yeah.
But then also on the flip side, Chiefs aren't winning one-score games this season. They're 0-5.
0-5 compared to what was it like?
12-0 last year.
12-0.
12-0 last year for one-score games. Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs are
like
a wounded animal because they've lost their 12th player.
The law of averages says that they're due one.
We will see. What do you think?
I'm going Colts.
You're going Colts?
Split the room. I like it.
Just to make it even.
Because
but whenever you listen to me, things tend to
argument.
work. Like, we both picked the Broncos to beat the Chiefs last week.
Mm-hmm. And what was the other one?
What, the upset of the week? We'll not talk about the upset
Well,
of the week. Yes, the Bengals did not beat the Steelers.
What was your game this week? Your match discussion?
Mine's... I'm not going to have quite as many stats for once this week.
Oh.
You'll race through mine a lot quicker. I
nice.
know. Nice.
Wow. Hey. We'll see when we come to the power rankings. It goes on for like
wait for the power
3
rankings,
hours,
guys. Oh my
That's
god.
where all went this week.
Rams Bucks was my matchup. I like looking at matchups that can potentially be an upset. Like last week, the Broncos against the Chiefs. Playoff ramifications to it, which for the Bucks could be playoff ramifications. If the Panthers go and win this week, they're 7-5. Could very well do that at the Saints. Favorable matchup. And if they lose, they're 6-5. So then the Panthers top that division. And then what we thought was a locked-in division turns into a dogfight, which people wouldn't have thought about 3-4 weeks ago. So find that fascinating. The Bucks are plus 6.5 points in that game. They were plus 6.5 against the Bills, I believe, last week, and until the last few minutes, almost won that game. I believe it's going to be an upset. I think the Bucks. I think
this could be a little sneak peek at the upset of the week.
The reason being, and it took a couple of matchups that Mayfield's had this year. I alluded to earlier. He plays well against good teams. He seems to love playing the big games.
Okay.
Against the Pats, he had 28.92 fantasy points. I'm just going on fantasy points here. Against the Eagles, week 4, he had 33.86. And against the Seahawks in week 5, he had 34.66 points.
Good defense.
All good defenses. The Seahawks have only given up 20 points twice this year, and one of them was against the Rams for 21 points. The other time was against the Buccaneers and gave up 38 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield in that game threw for 375 yards and 2 TDs, no interceptions, and was the first quarterback in history to throw that many yards for less than 5 incompletions.
And I like Mayfield playing in a dome as well.
Yeah, he tends to just love the big occasion. So I just feel as if the upset could have... If Baker Mayfield plays like that, it's going to be a really interesting game. It could be high scoring. 2 good defenses. Rams defense is better. Most turnovers on the air, but if he's locked in,
and
look
if
for
he's
that to be an upset this week.
To the Buccaneers wide receiver, what do you call the Bucks wide receiver?
Nice.
Nice, yeah. Move on with that.
It's Dyke. It's Dyke. Just remember that from earlier. It's Dyke.
Shymar Dyke.
It's Dyke. It's like bite, it's like it's the same, you know.
So I think that's the fantasy relevance to it. I'm still tossing up between Daniel Jones and Mayfield. I think I'll edge for Mayfield. I've almost talked myself into it, and talked myself into it with Daniel Jones and the pressure coming at him potentially. Still a tough choice, so it'll be interesting to see who we both choose. Early.
I still like the Rams. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't see the Rams losing this stage. They're the number 1 team in the.
And then if you have Egbuka as well,
that's how you say it.
If you have him as well, if you're looking for fantasy relevance, Egbuka against the Seahawks had over 150 receiving yards and a touchdown. Seems to be getting healthier week on week. More targets.
Got Godwin still not back. I don't think.
Godwin's not back.
Mike Evans is out for the season. So if you're looking at fantasy relevance, look for him. If you have him, I would start him. running backs against the Seahawks, White, even back then. He got 44 rushing yards, but he got 2 touchdowns. I believe in a game like that, if Mayfield gets him close to the goal line, you can see upside for your running backs as well. I think
Tucker.
I think there's
yeah.
potentially a lot of fantasy upside,
But the
except for the Bucks defense.
But the big teams are putting up big numbers against the Bucks as well. That's how they're not winning all the games. They're doing better in all those games. They're still losing. So like Puka Nakua.
That's where I like Stafford in this one.
Stafford, I'm going to go Devontae Adams as well.
Devontae Adams, I like
he's
deep,
going to
deep targets there.
Get a couple of tutties.
The pronunciation.
Kyron Williams, obviously.
Yeah.
I like all
I think the Rams are just too good to say on this one.
If we were going to pick that game, we're going
Rams.
Going right. I'm going the Rams.
I'm going Bucks.
Rams. It could be good. It could be really good.
It didn't work for me last week.
Could be a really good
I went Seahawks. You all went Rams. You all ended up winning. I tried to vindicate why I picked the Seahawks. Showed how good a side they were.
Yeah. We understand why.
You don't need to explain yourself again, please.
Adam, you're a Jets fan. You love a good interception. We know.
So Thomas, your matchup of the week.
My matchup, I am going to go for the Steelers versus Bears. I think this is pretty cool.
Like it.
They're both winning their divisions.
Bizarrely both winning their
amazingly
divisions.
both winning, but they're holding on to like a 1-game lead.
Both
so
winning,
like either of them losing this, they're not going to become top because the other teams behind them are.
Yeah, the Ravens are even down there.
The Ravens are bringing down the
The
Packers,
Lions.
the Lions. Joe Burrow's going to come back from the Bengals pretty soon, and hopefully that's going to have a thing. So I'm just like, all right, okay, this is a lot of playoff indications. The other one as well is this has the potential for like really big points as well. Aaron Rodgers, I know we talked about this. He has only fractured his wrist. There's no surgery needed.
Yeah, so he might.
And he might play. And Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
True, I forgot.
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
I believe just the city of Chicago in general
is just Aaron Rodgers' town. Yeah,
just he owns it.
Yeah, for Aaron Rodgers, his stats against the Bears, he's played 29 games against them. He has 109 passer rating with 7,000 yards and 64 touchdowns.
Wow, that's
what's the record in the 29 games?
Fuck me, Adam. I only get so many stats. What are you on about? It's no, I actually do this one. It's just over 80%.
80%.
Yeah, so he owns the Bears. I think it's like 0.833.
I don't know if he's ever lost at Soldier Field.
So
the Bears home.
Well, is this in Soldier Field or is this in?
It's in Chicago. Yep.
So if Aaron Rodgers,
he's 24-5 regular season, 25-5 overall, including one postseason win.
So
that was a championship game, 2010.
So if Aaron Rodgers is playing, this could be an interesting game. This could be a bit of a shootout. There's some bad blood there.
Caleb Williams there.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, who's like, they're doing what they need to
dialing
win.
it up well.
There's a lot of things going on there. This is the team that sort of like beat the Bengals 47-42. Like big score.
True. I like Colston Loveland in this one as well. The Steelers aren't particularly good against tight ends. I like a Loveland game.
A couple of things to look out for. Obviously, if Aaron Rodgers is playing, this could be a big game for Metcalf, Austin, Farmouth, the people he's going to throw the ball to. Also, Warren might be injured.
I know.
Kenneth Gainwell. Got tons of targets last week.
Last time he sort of took over the lead and had that field was, I think it was his week away in Dublin. And he got like 30-odd fantasy points as well.
Yeah. Got 26 fantasy points
and this
week.
is a porous Bears defense. It's got a little better, but it's not as stout as you sort of want it to be. Things like that as well. And then this Steelers team it was good last week against the Bengals, but it can give up big points.
True.
So fantasy wise, I think this is a really interesting one. If Aaron Rodgers plays, if not, I'm going to go for the Bears. But that's going to be an interesting one. He says he wants to play. Don't know.
Right. Well, we're going to have to make a call amongst ourselves. Is he going to play or not? And who are we picking?
I'd say he probably plays if they're desperate to stay ahead in that division.
Yeah, they're going to.
I think they take the risk.
Yeah.
This to me is it's the great pretender game. So we've talked about the Colts not really being like tried and tested. To me, these two teams are
no, they're not. They're fluckily holding on to their division,
There's,
and it's
there's
only because
something not quite sustainable.
yeah,
Doesn't
the
feel
other
sustainable.
teams
but-
are playing worse. That's
Seen
what
an-
it is.
Seen an interesting thing about the Bears, showing they're 2 plays away from being 9-1 this season, but they're also like 4 last minute plays away from being
Oh,
3
yeah,
and 3
yeah.
and 7.
Mm.
So
True.
that is a team that you just don't know what's going to happen.
You don't.
I wouldn't trust either of those sides, but I would pick the Bears if I was picking for,
Yeah,
for home field advantage.
I'm
And
going to pick
just
the Bears.
even with Rodgers starting with that record.
I'm gonna pick the Bears.
I'll pick the Bears.
Wow.
Oh, we're
okay.
Yeah.
Are you picking the
But
Bears?
I
Yeah, I'm picking the Bears.
my goodness.
we do not care about.
So what
about Aaron
happens? What
Rodgers.
happens
I
whenever
think
the
that is-
Steelers
is flimsy
win
list.
by like 15 points this week?
Yeah.
What do we say?
If they do that, that's just impressive.
Well-
But I can imagine, I think Ben Johnson's finally getting that offense to click a little bit.
Let me just hop straight into our locks and upsets.
Yeah.
And then
Yes,
we,
let's
then we
go.
really put our money where our mouth is.
Let's
Do you-
go.
Do you just want the options?
We.
I think I know mine.
Yes.
And mine
give me,
should be
give me
okay.
options.
So what do you want first?
Locks. Let's do locks.
So you've got the Colts. Or sorry, Colts Chiefs.
Colts, Chiefs is lockable.
Steelers Bears.
Steelers, Bears is lockable. I would have guessed.
Browns and Raiders. Jags and Cardinals. Falcons and Saints. Eagles and Cowboys. That's it. It's under 5, isn't it, for the locks?
Under 5.
The Eagles and Cowboys is under 5.
Yep.
I may change my lock.
Under.
Wasn't it under 5 and then +7 for, or was it plus?
No, it was under 7 and then plus 5.
under
I think it's the
7?
other way around.
So the Bucks and Rams are in
Bucks and Rams is under 7.
The Vikings and Packers are in there.
But the Rams must really be fancied in that one then. You say 6.5?
6.5, yeah.
Packers are 6.5.
Packers is 6.5.
Okay, well, I can choose my
I think that's
lock pretty quickly.
The Bills and Texans are in there too, 5.5.
Perfect.
So yeah, well, give us your lock then.
Eagles to beat the Cowboys. You go with one of the best teams in football. That defense is phenomenal at the minute. So yeah, I think that's an easy lock for me. I didn't think that was going to be lockable. So yep, I changed from I was going to have the Jags to beat the Cardinals, but that's way more risky. Way more risky because it's the Jags.
Yeah, I do have the Jags as a potential, but I think I would segue. Brilliant. Yeah, Thomas, what are you locking up?
Interesting. My actual lock is going to be
The Jets to beat the Ravens.
one we just
Do you know what that is? It's
Uh,
now the new worst I've seen.
is it plus 13.5 or
Yes.
something like that? Yeah,
Yes.
there we are.
13 and a
The
half.
worst it's been so far is minus 12.5.
87% of people are picking them on the pick 'em.
It's not 100%.
It's not 100%. There are 13% of people out there that still have a belief that the Jets can win another game. In
this
football.
might be like Vegas's big upset of the week.
Well, like Ravens, yeah. Ravens.
I'm gonna go for the
Probably
Bears as my
Ravens.
lock.
We're a feisty
You're
side.
going to go for the Bears.
I'm gonna
yeah,
go for the-
I was
I'm gonna go
thinking
for
that
the
because
Bears.
we all just picked the Bears.
Yeah, it's more just the fact of I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play. Who plays American football with a fractured wrist? Like, don't be that.
Especially
It's more high-
Especially when
Yeah.
you're 44 years old or something like that. I don't know how.
It's
Yeah.
more how long do you
Yeah.
play with a fractured wrist?
Yeah.
Because somebody knocks you down, you go to
Yeah,
you go to
yeah.
somebody's
support
gonna
yourself.
hit you in your left hand, and you're gonna be fucked.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. We can all hope. Right. So lock. Who am I going with for the lock? Looking at those ones, I did have a risky one, did I? And the Jags is my risky one. Yeah, I'm
Go
gonna ride the Rams.
Go for it.
Gonna ride the Rams.
Ooh, oh, you're riding the Rams.
I go Rams over Bucks.
Or do you think he's going to pick the
That's within. So it is.
Jags one, did he?
Rams over.
That's going to go.
Bucks.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that
I-
is going to go against me then.
My typical thing is like not picking the Jags ever.
I
Like,
think-
like,
I
like
think-
whether you're
I think
betting
you
or
should
whether
pick-
you're
I
playing
think-
fantasy football or like
I think
anything.
you should pick the Jags. Like, believe in that whiskey shot.
Jags at Cardinals.
It'll taste so good if you've locked it as well.
But if they lose, I'll just feel so much worse.
Because you won't be buzzed.
I might not make it to work on Monday.
Instead of having a shot, you just drink from the bottle.
Yeah, it'll have ramifications. We have our like.
It'll have ramifications. Sorry, because you picked the Rams there. Anyway,
Now I don't reward myself with whiskey. It has to be a far worse liqueur if we lose. So yet to be decided. Let's see, Jägermeister or something. But yes, Nathan, what is your lock?
I'll go for a safe one. I'll go Packers.
Are they within-
a safe one?
who are they playing?
Vikings.
They're 6.5.
They're within.
Well.
They're within the 7.
6.5.
My goodness.
We might lower this to 5 in
Yeah.
future weeks, but that's fair enough.
No, that works out well. That's
Well,
okay.
And our upsets then are the rest of the games. So they're
Yeah,
They're
there's
all
quite a lot of
upsettable.
big ones this week. So there is.
Yeah, I'll go. I have mine.
you might as well go first. Then the Bucks.
Oh yeah, Bucks to beat the Rams. I also I'll see what you guys pick next, but there's another one I might have picked as well.
So there's Patriots, Bengals, Jets, Ravens, Seahawks, Titans, Giants, and Lions.
Wait, are we not picking any game?
The Panthers and the 49ers.
What's the?
Oh, wait, it has to be like a really.
Has to be over 5.
Over 7, wasn't it?
Over 5.
Over 5.
Within 7.
sorry, then it's
within
over
7
7
for the
over
locks.
7,
Over
sorry.
over 5 for an upset.
Over 5. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Wow,
That's
tough.
tough. I was going to say just anybody who's not a favorite.
Who's the
No, 'cause then-
what's the spread in the Falcons Saints one? Because I didn't have that one starred from
That'd
earlier.
be
That's
big
one-
ones.
It's
and
really
a half.
close. It's
Really
1.5,
close.
so it is.
1.5.
I think I'll go for the Panthers to beat the 49ers.
That's what mine was going to be. Let's scroll down.
Oh,
hmm
you pick it up?
No. I'm locked in with the Bucks. I genuinely think that's going to be an upset, but that's what I had before thinking about it. I think that's a really good shout. I don't think that 49ers defense is any great shakes, even though you had said you think they're a good defense. They gave up 47 completed passes to Jacoby Brissett.
That's true.
They don't create turnovers either.
Yeah, they're
They're one
they're
of the bottom
struggling.
sides for creating turnovers, so I think that's potentially a really good shout.
Man, there are not a lot of good choices on this side on this side of the ball this week.
Jets to beat the Ravens, guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
you can pick. Well,
Jets to beat the
you can
Ravens.
pick what other people pick too. You don't have to.
Go for like I'll go for the Dolphins to beat the Ravens. That's much of a chance. They're still in Spain, I think. Let me see.
I just feel like the Jets
Don't believe in
Ravens
that.
one
Don't believe
could
in
be a
that.
lot closer than
Don't believe in
13 and a
that.
half, like. So it does.
Who do I have? Is it still Winston for the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
In a
unless,
dome.
unless
You're thinking about going for the New York Giants against the Detroit Lions.
What's the spread on that one? The
Oh
Giants
my
Lions.
10 and a
goodness.
half.
10.5. Let's go for it. I love a 10.5.
My goodness. If the Lions lose that, that's potentially their season over.
I just think Jameis has like one superstar game like every year. That could be it in a dome.
It's an upset for a reason.
They could get 30 points, but the Lions will get more.
I don't know. I like it. I think it's fun.
Who are you picking, Thomas?
can I go Texans to beat the Bills? I think Thursday night football has just been wildly
Oh,
unpredictable.
yeah.
Of course you can. The Bills, yeah.
Like
They're coming off a great game there, but they did lose against the Dolphins a couple
Yeah.
weeks
The
ago.
last time
Exactly.
we played on Thursday Night Football, we got beat by the Falcons as well.
True. So
I did.
I just
that
don't-
one. I did think
yeah.
it could be a
So no, that's
possible.
I think it's just sort of like a
Very-
that Texas
very-
defense still being pretty solid.
Yep. Definitely.
interesting.
It could be an interesting one. I think Thursday night football's been
Just
so
to be-
unpredictable.
Giants to beat the
Yeah,
Lions,
that's-
Matthew. I love
So
it.
now we just
I
have
love
to
Rattle
take
through.
take a seat and listen to Adam talk about power rankings and about bold predictions for how long? What time? Are we at? An hour?
We'll race
Is
we'll
this,
race
the
through.
last, is this the last segment? Is it?
These are the last segments.
Yeah, I can do the bold predictions. I'll race through at the end. I'll try to race through these as well. I just have a couple of
Wait.
stars between the.
Where do you
couple of
want
teams
to
at the
start?
bottom.
Is this it's up to you? The bottom 10, the top 10.
I think you start at the top and work your way down. Yeah.
But you want to do 10 to 1 for the top 10?
Oh yeah, we did discuss that.
Yeah, I think you.
Yep.
I think you go up. I think you.
Do you wanna
start,
go up?
I think you start bottom.
Just
and
from
work your way.
32 all the way
Yeah,
up.
just go for it. Just like absolutely smash it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Sounds good.
You
Okay.
can still call it the muddle and the huddle.
So I'll work it up from 32 to 23 here.
Yeah.
and
We'll
then
just get the
do
Jets
muddle.
out of the way early. Yeah.
How do you not know they're in the middle?
I don't know what would have caused them to go up.
I know.
10 places
Oh,
after
I know
this.
my team's in the middle. Tell you that much.
Anyway,
Guaranteed.
right, okay. So starting at number 32 this week, we have the Tennessee Titans remaining rock bottom. Number
Sounds fair.
31, we have the Las Vegas Raiders. Number 30, we have the Cleveland Browns. Number 29, Jets. Jets.
That seems a bit too
Come
high for
on.
me.
We can discuss. I feel as if it's a bit too low, and I will discuss that. number 28 is the New Orleans Saints. Number 27 is the Commanders. Number 26, the Giants, going down 2 spots this week. Number 25, the Cincinnati Bengals, going down 1 spot. Number 24, going up in our power rankings, the Miami Dolphins. Number 23 remaining there is the Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals have been 23 for
they just
they own
yeah,
that spot.
yeah, it's
Not
it's like,
I think it just
it is like
feels,
the Twilight Zone there for them. They
just
they
feels
just can't
right.
make it out, but they're
Jacoby Brissett's trying to throw them
yeah.
into the muddle, but they just
Per-
can't.
personally-
47
personally I think
completions.
they should be lower, but
Lower?
I know.
Well, yeah, they're losing a lot of games.
Yeah, Thomas has him at 21. I don't understand. I don't.
It's
Can I
that
just say-
bottom half of the table? I'm just like,
Can I just
it's
say-
hard to pick because
You just throw them in a blender. and
They keep, yeah, you just saw like they
Can-
keep losing.
I want to discuss Matthew, not so much with the Dolphins. Thomas has the Dolphins down at 27.
Yeah.
He has the Falcons at 22.
Yeah.
The Falcons got beat by the Dolphins 34-10.
Yeah.
The Falcons have less wins than the Dolphins on the season.
Yeah.
Dolphins have won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
The Falcons has lost 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Can you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You're a man for metrics. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
I did.
You kinda-
my-
It's true, I
You-
never
you
moved
bump-
the Falcons. I never moved.
Yeah.
You never moved the Falcons. You bumped the Dolphins up. At least Thomas didn't want to bother moving the Dolphins up.
I did a statistical approach last year, and last week, and that's where they sat. And then I looked at the games this week, and I gut feels.
Yeah,
And honestly, the
Yeah.
Dolphins weren't impressive. They weren't.
but
Great.
the Falcons were.
No, it wasn't great.
They weren't great. Neither of them were great. But like, but why am I?
But
gonna
are
mix
they
them up?
are they a 5-spot difference?
in the rest of the muddle between them? Yes. You know,
They're-
because you could.
I
you could
don't have
you
a
could
big. I don't have a
interchange-
big problem with that.
Yeah,
to be
you
honest,
could
the Dolphins.
interchange those top 5.
5 spots between the
Yeah,
Falcons
you
and
could
the Dolphins
you could interchange
is
that very
crazy.
easy. You
But the
could
bottom
put any-
10 could be.
Yeah, you could put
order,
any of
really.
those bottom 10 in any order. And
Apart
it
from the
doesn't matter.
Titans, as long as
Oh yeah, no, you keep the
so
Titans number
firmly
1, you keep,
rooted.
or like number 32, you keep the Jets 31,
Which I think.
and then everybody else is happy in the middle.
Lot of other power rankings will have the Dolphins above the Falcons. I know one that certainly does, but I just think that's
yeah, I think the
crazy.
Falcons should be.
I
falling
think the Cardinals remaining at 23.
week in, week out.
Yeah, week in, week out. I put them down. I bumped them down. I only bumped them down by a spot.
What's
I
happening to their defense? I thought their defense
the
was
defense
decent at the
was
start of
good,
the
and
year,
then-
and it's just completely collapsed. They were being beaten in 1-score games right the way through the first 6 or 7 games of the
So
season.
whenever,
and now they're
when-
losing by
maybe
3 or
maybe
4
you
scores.
start to lose belief, you're actually going to get to the
Hmm.
playoffs. Like you're really fighting for something. In
What I
those
do
one-
want to
one-score
know,
games
what
at
I
that
do
point.
want to know is, I would love to ask Kyler Murray how Battlefield is.
Yeah, I would love him to do a game review or something like that.
I like
At least,
Black Ops.
yeah.
Black Ops is coming out.
Black
Black
Ops
Ops
7.
7.
I'd say already, so it is.
Oh,
because
nice.
IR
That's
has
why
come-
he's not in anymore. He's moved on to it now. So.
IR
Moving
has
on
come
down.
at the perfect time for him. He's just like, yeah,
The
Game of the year
soft benching IR.
Yeah,
Yeah,
soft
he's not
benching.
injured at all.
no.
But anyway, that was my.
But anyway,
I have another discussion point actually. Thomas remain. I think kept the Jets down at 31. He has the. He has the New Orleans Saints at 25. 25. I don't
25?
know where
You love
that.
the Saints?
Where is
New
that?
Orleans beat the Panthers last week. You know, it was pretty. You know, statistically they were up there again. Is that bottom 10? All those teams pretty much lost. So may as well just keep them where they are.
Well, they were
What
on a
am I-
bye.
what
They
am I
were
gonna-
on a bye week.
What am
but-
I going to do?
That-
Move
that-
people
I
up
just-
because they lost
do you-
slightly
like,
worse
do you
or
believe-
slightly
do
better?
you believe there's 7 teams worse than the Saints? I
Yes.
don't.
Yes, I do.
I did just keep everybody where they were this week, to be honest.
Jets,
and like the
Raiders,
bottom
Browns,
12 or something like that. I don't think I moved any single team.
It's all right, Fears. I put a wee bit more thought into my bottom 10, but my team is down there, so that's probably why I thought about it a bit more. But anyway, we can move swiftly on.
Thomas just not care because the Patriots are like,
you're moving.
We'll find out.
You're
find out where they are.
You're
We'll find out. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Bottom 10 teams. You're moving your bottom 10 team in your power rankings.
You guys are talking so much that it's actually making me sneeze. So let's move on.
He's allergic to our conversation.
You're moving bottom 10 teams around based on losses and bye weeks. That's not good.
On gut feel. And you spoke to me earlier. You said you moved teams on gut feel this week.
Yes.
You didn't go by the metrics.
I love gut feel. Brilliant.
I think it was great.
But
right, let's
move on.
Wrap up into the bottom.
Whenever you argue so much about the metrics last week, and you just have no metrics to add, there isn't any metrics. That was my point.
Definitely a good idea to starve Adam of a cigarette.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the break never happened.
Anyway, so we'll get into the muddle. As I had mentioned before, probably shouldn't have mentioned because they weren't in the bottom 10. Just outside the bottom 10 are the Atlanta Falcons. We'll not talk any more about that. I've made my point. I'm definitely right. Moving on up the list is the Minnesota Vikings at 21. Number 20 is the Dallas Cowboys. Number 19, moving up a spot, is the Carolina Panthers. The Jags moved up a spot to number 18. Matthew will be happy about. No overreactions there, but deserve to bump up one spot.
18, baby.
Wild
card.
Yeah.
Number 17, bumping up a couple of spots, are the Texans, which you won't be so happy about. Division rival. Number 16.
Bumping up after beating the Titans. Joke. Did they beat them on the last kick of the game? They having a laugh.
It's a combined rankings.
And they beat the 31st.
32nd. 32nd. Oh my god.
And then you blow out a top 10 team.
Let's move through, and then I'll explain why. Let's move through, and I'll explain why. Okay. And it's not me. Anyway, number 16. Oh, I'm trying to look serious now. Number 16. Oh, right, okay. Right, calm, composed.
I think we've just lost all credibility of this list.
No. We'll find out who's lost. No, we'll find out who's lost credibility. I'm pointing at him, but you'll find out why. You'll find out why. Anyway, okay, so. Oh, impressive. So we kind of lost this for everybody that's watching the full video. Good Lord. Number 16. In the middle of the muddle, probably where they deserve to be, is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 15 are the Bears. They moved up one spot. Number 14, dropping 4 spots. Probably, I think that was the biggest drop in our rankings, were the Chargers this week after a real beatdown by Jacksonville. Number 13 is the 49ers. Yes, Thomas remembered they were a team this week, so we have them up there. Number 12 is the Packers, remaining there where they were last week. The Baltimore Ravens are just outside the top 10 at number 11, bumping up 2 spots. So that is still another gradual rise for that team. It seems to be that it'll keep on going that way. Okay. Anyway, I think it's obvious what we're going to discuss now.
No, don't even want to talk about it.
Why the Texans are up at 2 spots? Because me and you, Matthew, we were the same for the Jags. We had the Jags at 17.
Yeah,
we both had the Texans at 18.
Okay,
so we're sensible.
Okay,
Thomas had the Texans bumped up to number 15.
Bumped up from where?
I didn't have them bumped up. They were the same.
They were 15 again.
They were the same from last week.
On what metrics?
The metrics that were gathered last week, I did not change them.
But your gut feel told you they're the 15th best team in football.
My gut feel told me
the Titans.
My gut feel told me they managed to get another win. they don't need to move down.
Oh, the Davis Mills effect.
No, I
It's-
don't know.
it's
I'm
everybody-
going to try to find this,
Like,
but I don't think it was the same.
The thing that Adam aggregates.
How you had them up at number 15 is beyond me, but that was more what I was
the
laughing
data
at.
says-
I'm just
It's
baffled.
it's
I'm just baffled.
Yeah,
by
I don't know. Yeah,
it.
So am I, Matthew. So am I.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I will find it, but
But there isn't that much of a difference between the Jags and the Texans,
No.
to be perfectly honest. But it's just a
It's
weird
just the fact
week
they
to bump them
yeah,
up.
yeah. It's the fact that they went
Up,
up twice.
Because I put them down this week by one,
mhm.
and you probably kept them about the same, which means the only way they could have moved up is if you moved them up.
I don't think I did. I really.
Like the only way, unless another like 4 teams plummeted, but I can't see it.
Combined power rankings after week. No, here I'll give you that. The Texans were number 17 last week, but how you had
Oh,
them?
they haven't moved
No,
from 17,
sorry.
so they haven't moved up to.
My apologies.
Oh.
They haven't moved up.
My apologies. guys.
Well. How the turntables.
How the turntables. Oh, I think more so my point was the 15th ranking
I do
there.
think I do think the Bears are kind of just teetering for me. I'm not convinced enough yet to move them up.
No.
But they're like sitting right there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ready to move up. And I'm not sure. Like I've started moving the Chargers down, but I want to see whether the Chargers are really frauds or whether they have a bounce back
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
the bye, obviously.
But the Chargers are just, and like I heard this the other day, they're just a soft team. They don't play hard. They don't sort of,
a lot of injuries. Added to
Yeah.
that.
but they're just not. They just don't seem in it. Yeah, okay,
I
they've
don't
got
know.
electric
They've
players and they'll
been
play some good
sides
football.
this year, but
But they're just
I know what you mean. I don't
something
know.
about them.
There's some weeks where they'll
It was just a
they'll be
terrible week.
electric and they could almost beat anybody, but then again, there's
Depends
that
whether-
week against the Jags.
Depends whether Herbert's dialed in or not. He
I think
got beat
they,
up in
I
that
think
game.
they certainly deserve to be bumped down there. I do think after that performance, if you're looking at who's above them, the Ravens, the Packers, and the Niners,
It makes
they
sense.
they seem like better sides. I had the Niners up to number 10 in mine. I reacted quite heavily.
And with
Just
Brock-
because Brock Purdy coming
Brock
back,
Purdy
being
back,
fit, McCaffrey's still fit, Kittle's still fit. There's a lot of weapons.
Lot of-
I'm
lot
a
of fit
big,
men on that
I'm a
team.
big,
I like it.
I'm a big Kyle Shanahan fan as well.
Shanahan fan.
So yeah, I'm happy with that. So they did bump up one spot. I'm just looking because I actually have the previous week here now. Instead of making you guys giggle so much at the Texans.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
That's-
just annoyed that that's a faux pas now. Like it's
and
just like
then-
him making a mistake. It would
I
have been
wouldn't-
funnier if
he
it
said
was true.
up 2. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I was.
he fell off the chair.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
My apologies, guys. My apologies. Anyway.
Right. Who's in the top 10?
The top 10. So yes, we'll go for the top 10. So the Buccaneers are number 10. The number 9 are now the Kansas City Chiefs. They're down
I
from
had them outside the top 10. I
you
will have
did.
you know.
We'll discuss that. Combined, we have them at number 9. They bumped down 4 spots there. Or sorry, 5 spots. They were at number 4 last week. The Detroit Lions, we all picked them at number 8.
Whoa.
We
I love
did.
that.
Yep. Number 7. And these two teams were level, number 7 and number 6. But I got the deciding vote on it because that's the way it worked last week. We actually had them. Both these teams were either picked at 4,
Give 'em the deciding
5,
vote once.
or
I
7
know.
for the 3 of us. So 4, 5, and 7 for these two teams. So the Broncos are number 7 and the Bills are number 6 because they were higher in my rankings. And then and then the number 5 is the Colts, number 4 is the Eagles, number 3 is the Patriots. I believe that is where we had them last week. Number 2 is the Seattle Seahawks, and number 1 remaining there is the Rams.
We all picked the Rams this week,
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
There's a few.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a couple of changes in that top 10. I think if the Bucks don't look convincing, or they get absolutely smashed, and if the Chiefs lose, they're out of the top 10.
Yeah, I think
They're
you're right.
dropping.
I've already dropped them out of the top
Yeah.
10, but that's just because I think I
But I
had
think
the
like all are averages are going to take.
I had the Ravens leapfrogging them because I just believe that's the trajectory of those two teams at the moment.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's going to be the Ravens.
It's really close there.
And then who's the other team? The 49ers, who are going to sneak
The
in.
49ers are
Are
going
they
to start,
in the top
start
10? Are they
climbing.
10?
The 49ers are in ours, number 13.
I think
I had
they
them at
could
number
be.
10 in mine.
I think they could be a sneaky one to
move
come
up.
up.
Obviously, if the Packers start to like get their
Yeah.
act together a bit more, they can hop into the top.
They
10 as
could.
well.
They have the potential. The Ravens could very well be there next week, depending on how much
But
of a beatdown
If
they
the Eagles
give my
it's funny,
Jets.
like the
Eagles
teams,
keep
the
winning
teams,
like that, they
yeah.
could just continue to rise.
The teams staying in the top 10, like fighting to stay in the top 10, have really tough matchups. But the teams who could easily go into the top 10, like we're saying about the 49ers and the Ravens, they've got actually decent matchups, like easy matchups that are very winnable. Yeah, the Ravens have the easiest matchup in the.
I really
this
hope
week,
the
yeah.
Seahawks don't win against the Titans this week. They'd be number one. Like, right off the bat.
Could you get a minus one? Like, can you keep? How can we
Yeah.
bump them up 2 on this list?
I'm pretty happy with the top of the list there.
Well, that's good.
The-
That's the most important. So
The Colt. Yeah,
That's the only-
I
that's the only bit we're
I
keeping.
bumped the Colts up this week because of a couple of teams that went down below them. So the Chiefs and the Lions basically lose losses. The Seahawks I actually put down to number 3 in mine. I held the Eagles at number 2. I had them at number 2 last week. You guys had the Eagles a bit lower. Thomas, you actually had them at 7. I don't believe they're
again
the
this week?
7th best team in football.
But
Those
the
last
6
couple of
teams-
wins have been really, really convincing.
It's
Yeah, the
dominant
last-
defense. I do feel as if that'll be vindicated at the end of the season. I can't see them being outside the top 5. I'd certainly I could see very well
But like, there's one
see
or
them
two.
being 1 or 2.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 wins on that entire top 10 that's going to move them. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. That whole top 10, like, Seahawks have a bad loss, or Rams have a bad loss, or that whole team's changing. Bottom 10, not so much. You can keep it where they are.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. The Bills, they could, if they get beat on Thursday Night Football, they're going to go down the list. If they win, does it change it too much? It depends on what the other teams do. If the Colts get beat by the Chiefs, but it's interesting. You'll be happy the Patriots are still at number 3 as
No, of
well.
course. Then they're gonna.
You want them number 1 eventually, don't you?
Well, they will do when they go undefeated to their bye week, beat the Bills again, and then beat the Ravens. And
If they do that, they could very well be number
If
1.
they win the rest of their games,
They will
and
probably be
finish the
number 1.
season 15-2, they'll
15
probably
yeah,
be
15. They'll probably be pretty high up there.
And just like
pretty high.
Yeah, they'll be pretty high up there.
Just to
higher
mention-
than they are.
just a last mention to one of the commenters saying about the Broncos, who commented about like there's a lot there that looks like the 2015 side for the Super Bowl that ended up going to win it. That defense could be vindicated. Going and beating that Chiefs side, defense held Mahomes, held the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Got a bump in our rankings as a result. They went up from 9 to
I'm
7.
not gonna lie. I hope it's not the same as the 2015 Super Bowl because that was shit.
It
to
was
watch. That
boring,
was
to be
so
fair.
boring.
It
What was
was
that
a
like
bad Super
6-9 or something like that?
Yeah,
It was
you
all-
ideally want like a Rams Bills Super
Cam-
Bowl or
Cam,
something.
you
That's what
can-
you want.
No, you don't want the Bills in there. You
Was
want
it-
good,
yeah,
you
I
want
was-
good
Don't want the
teams in there. You
Patriots.
want, no, you
Don't
want,
want the
you
Patriots.
want the Patriots in there.
Anyway, moving on.
We will talk about what playoffs or what Super Bowl we want
Yeah.
when we get to the playoffs. We'll do our whole playoff picture. That'd be great.
I'll quickly run through the bold predictions for this are for last week. Them written. So one of them was Matthew Stafford. The really, really bold one was Matthew Stafford less than 200 yards and 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions didn't happen, but he threw for 130 yards. So
Did you?
I
have-
thought I was half right.
No,
about
the
that bold
interception one was the
prediction.
thing that we had the big issue with. We were like, he's
Yeah.
not. He's
not-
only thrown like 2 all season. He's not.
yeah,
gonna throw
he
two.
doubled-
To be
his
honest,
interceptions.
I don't think you were too convinced about the 200 yards either, probably. But
No, it's
I
a
wa-
tough defense.
Yeah, I
but
wasn't,
the
I
2
wasn't
interceptions
that
was the bit
perturbed by
threw us,
that. Yeah, 200
Mhm.
yards
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah,
But
it
the
could have been
interceptions
like
is
defensive and running game.
I'm,
But
I'm,
it-
I'm taking it as a win.
But
Okay.
if Darnold,
Oh,
taking that as
what?
one.
What?
no,
I'm
you
taking
were
it as a
wrong.
win.
No,
A
no,
half-
wait,
no,
oh,
you
wait,
were- no,
take
you
it
were-
as a
no,
win.
no, you were wrong.
You can't
You
take
were
it.
wrong.
You can't take it
I'm
as a
taking
win.
it as a half win.
No, sorry, there's no half
I have
wins.
a,
You were
I have
wrong.
I have a half tick.
If,
for
if, if I put that on my betting slip,
Yeah,
am I going to walk up
Yeah,
and
give me
I'm gonna
half
say,
the
"Ah,
money,
well,
please.
we'll
Yes.
give you half the money"?
Give me half the
No.
money.
no.
All right.
you were wrong.
Sling
Yeah.
your-
Big X beside
Yeah,
it then.
big
Okay,
X.
no worries. The other one, or one of the other ones, was unfortunately the Bengals to beat the Steelers did not
Oh, you
happen.
know, the
The-
Bengals last
The
week.
Steelers to score less than 25 points did not happen. A stat I realized: after this was the Bengals have now conceded 28 plus points in their last 9 games.
Well, that really was a bold
That
prediction.
was really bold.
Yeah, that was very bold.
Only one other team has done that in history, and that was the 2020 Chargers.
Oh, really?
2020 Chargers.
2020 Chargers. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Anyway, yes, very interesting. You wouldn't have thought that, would you? And then the next one was the Broncos to win against the Chiefs. Tick.
Yeah. Was it just win
and
against the Chiefs? Was it?
It was
Well,
win.
that would have been a big
and-
upset. That was a big upset win.
Yeah.
But
Well,
but it also had the Chiefs' offense less than 280 yards. They had 311 total.
Oh.
So I wasn't too far out. So there's a
so-
wee half
Another
away.
bet and
No,
slip scrambled up.
that's,
No way.
that's another loss.
Um,
Yeah.
there's another loss. So there were 2 wee half wins there.
2
2 wee half
There were
wins.
0 wins. 0 wins.
2 half wins.
No.
2 half wins.
0.
Half wins.
Yeah.
One
2
of
halves
3.
made a whole.
One
Oh,
of
so he's
3
got
that
1 win.
combines
He
that.
was 33% right. No.
I got 1 of 3 combined.
No, honestly, if you had just gone out and put a bet on the Broncos to win, that would have been
It would have been good
decent
odds.
money there.
Would have been good
That
odds.
would have been a bold call.
Bold goals this week. Rattle through them. Jameer Gibbs over 150 yards and 2+ touchdowns. Lock that in, guys. I haven't got the betting odds on it,
against-
but do you
that's
think
a-
it's?
Against the Giants.
But I think that's bold enough.
That is a bold call.
His biggest game of his career was 208 scrimmage yards, I believe. That was against the Buccaneers a few weeks ago. So you're not all that far away from his biggest game ever,
like it.
yardage wise, and 2 TDs, the big one. Number 2, Jalen Hurts to have more passing yards than Dak Prescott and to score at least 1 passing touchdown and 1 rushing TD in the game.
Oh, okay. Like
So
that.
you've got 3 facets to that one. Prescott going up against a really, really good defense at the minute.
Yep.
Hurts isn't throwing a lot of yards, but I think the Eagles defense helps me in that.
I have both of them in the crowding the mic. I have Dak and Jalen Hurts starting.
You have both of them?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that's going to be interesting.
So you're looking for a shootout, really?
Yeah, please.
And the last one is the Chiefs to win by 10 plus points and Mahomes to throw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's 7-2 if you have Mahomes for the over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns combined. I think it's pretty bold because in his last 2 games he's thrown 1 touchdown combined, and he hasn't thrown for over 300 yards in his past 5 games.
Yeah.
The closest he got was 299 yards 2 weeks ago.
I
So
think that's interesting. I see it as being quite a close game. That is.
I think
intriguing.
the 10 plus points is probably the more bold out of that, but I just think honestly I think the Chiefs will run away with that.
Yeah, could be.
Andy Reid's too good, Mahomes is too good. They can't keep on losing 1-score games. Or can they? Hopefully for Chiefs this playoff.
And say from a Jags perspective, we set the record, I think, for 1-score games lost last year. So you can keep losing. You can.
But anyway, that's my bold predictions for the week. Hopefully I actually get one of them this week, but fingers crossed.
Love it.
I like a couple of those to come in.
Yeah.
I cannot find rushing touchdowns for Jameer Gibbs, but it's 14 to 1 odds for him to rush for over 150 yards.
Yeah.
Rush for over 100. That's rush for over 100.
That's just rush without
No,
touchdowns.
it's combined yards. It's combined yards. Combined.
That'll
combined.
those will be.
It's combined yards and combined TDs. So
Okay.
it's not as bold, but it's still
Still bold enough, and it would help you for your
the 208
stardom kind
the
of game.
208 scrimmage yards was I think it was 208 scrimmage yards. Don't quote me on that, but that was combined yards as well.
And
And that game against the
quoting
Bucks.
you. We're
Yeah, quote
quoting
him.
on it.
Put an
Quote
edit on it if he's wrong, saying idiot.
Absolutely. AI edit his voice,
Yeah.
but like you can quote me on that and kind of get that in there.
No,
AI
do not quote me on that.
AI
Let's,
Anyway,
let's just give me
Where
nothing more
jet
work to
shit-
do.
oh,
That's
okay.
perfect.
That's your shot.
Anyway, that's me for bold predictions
Nice.
and done for our new power rankings, guys, and probably done for the week.
That is a wrap on the week, guys. So yes,
Yeah.
thanks for watching,
Thanks for
and
watching.
yeah, catch us on Spotify, and see you next week.
Crowding the mic.